Hi, I'm Winters, and welcome to the Apocalypse, the Hobbypocalypse.
We ride!
And this is our battle grid for this 1,500-point four-way Apocalypse showdown. The Cicatrix Maledictum, we're going back in time. The Cicatrix Maledictum is just ripped across the galaxy and everything is in kerfuffle and confusion. Four forces suddenly materialize on this battle grid and wondering what the hell is going on. There is an Imperial outpost that was defended by the 13th. And they all disappeared, and there's only 5 of the 13th left right in the center of the board. And what happens is, these are the objectives, guys. Okay, so at the start of each turn, not every battle round, they'll run off 2d6 inches in a certain direction. And if you're in engagement range of one of them at the end of your turn, so you could be engagement range of 2 of them at the end of your turn, you could be engagement range of 3 of them at the end of your turn, you will get the points. Right. But they're confused, they're angry, they're wondering what's going on, and there's a 50-50 chance that they can do a mortal wound to the unit that they get in engagement range with. So if you run your captain over there to stand next to one of them and he's got 1 point left, then there's a 50-50 chance he could die.
Sounds like the 13th causing trouble.
The 13th are causing trouble, and you want to capture them, you want to beat them up, you want to eat them, and you're my hero, Sultan, as ever. You're here to rescue them in this post-apocalyptic wasteland.
That when you're invigilating.
Okay. You'll notice that the deployment zones are quite close because there's 4 battles. So there is a potential for first turn charges unless someone hides right in a corner here. If you want to, you can, but the further back you are in the corner, the further away from the objectives you are. That's it. Capture the 13th, eat the 13th, do what you will with them. It hurts, it pains me a little bit. But this is good. It's narrative, right? I wanted to include my army with your armies.
You wanted a slice of the pie.
I wanted a slice of the pie.
You wanted to be the 5th horseman. But you only painted 5.
Yes. So, yeah, that's exactly it. You're the 4 horsemen of the Hobbypocalypse. And I'm the 5th wheel. Say that again.
Yeah, so the Hobbypocalypse, just in case you haven't seen it or anything like that, is a series we've been doing on Deployment Zone for the past 6 months, where we've all together filmed our progress of collecting 1,500 point armies and painting them, and we've got the community to get involved too. So if you've not seen it, go on to DZTV now, and all the episodes 1 through 6 are available, and you can watch how we've done these armies and how we've collected them.
Right now, damn it.
Now!
Journey.
And here, for the first time ever in the same room, the 4 armies of the Hobbypocalypse. Dum da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum da da da. Do you like that? The production values. It was good, wasn't it?
Yep.
Might get a copyright strike.
So, starting with Stylus and the creation of Bile. Before we do that, actually, everyone's got 12 command points to play with. They can trade one of these in. This is worth 6 CP. So, you've got 8 CP at the start.
Yes.
You've spent 2 already, which means you're 2 short. Where's the other 2?
I'm not too short. One is a patrol and a battalion, so 2 already gone.
Okay, talk us through what we have here.
What we have here is the creations of Bile. So, in the centre, we have got Fabius Bile himself, the primogenitor. He's got his little surgeon acolyte, which will help him do his medical experiments on his own guys as he goes along.
Yes.
The HQs are, we've got a Master of Possession here, which is one of Bile's apothecaries. He's got Cursed Earth and Infernal Power.
Yes.
We have his Sorcerer and Terminator Armour, who wouldn't have been the HQ I'd have chosen, but I had to pick him because the Hobbypocalypse community voted for me to take him. He's got Prescience and Warp Time. He's also got, I've spent for an extra relic, he has got the Hyper-Growth Bolts loaded into his Combi Bolter.
Has he?
Which, it's no good against armour, but if it hits anything living, it will do 4 damage with a big old whack and win them on 2s.
Nice.
These are, rapid mutation gun shells.
That sounds like a thing.
That sounds like a thing.
Yeah.
Bulking things out are 10 cultists, 10 cultists. They're all armed with the things they're armed with.
Yes.
We've got the regular Space Marines here.
Yes.
This is the one with the chainswords and the bolt pistols.
Yes.
Plasma pistol, lightning claw.
Yes.
And over there we have the ones with the bolters The main guy's got a power maul, and we've got a missile launcher there.
Yes.
Moving backwards, we have our Greater Possessed. He has been given another relic, which is the relic is the one I'm allowed to. That's Living Carapace. It gives him an extra pip on his armour, and he will, I think, regrow wounds.
Really? Nice.
And also, he has been given the extra pip is to make him a supreme creation, which is one of the things Bile can do. You can make one of your characters extra stuff. This one is called a Prime Test Subject, which I believe gives him extra strength and toughness. And
wow.
He already has extra strength because the entire army, apart from the cultist, has extra strength and extra movement just for being creations of Bile. That's their trait. So they're very fast already. And he, of course, gives anything that's demonic Astartes extra strength. So he's really ramped up.
Okay. Does that include him as well?
Yes, he is.
So extra strength for Bile, extra strength because of the relic, and extra strength because he's he.
Oh, yes.
So he's very strong.
He can punch through things, yeah.
Nice.
And speaking of the demonic Astartes, that's everything else here is demonic Astartes. So we've got past all the regular guys now.
Right.
So we've got 8 possessed.
Yes.
And 8 possessed.
Yes.
We've got these ones are my proxy mutilators, which are essentially the fighting version of obliterators. They can deep strike in, good armour, and they randomly assign their guns strength, toughness, or strength, damage, and AP.
Yes.
As they roll.
I remember on the Hobby Apocalypse, you're like, these are not good, but they are good in creations of Bile because Bile would have them.
Absolutely.
And don't worry, you still have obliterators.
Absolutely. Yes, I've got to go soft on the army.
Are they Slaanesh obliterators?
Well, I wouldn't choose to do it because that's quite cheesy, but this one came modelled with a Seeker's head, so narratively it's got to be Slaanesh.
Okay.
So I'm afraid they are.
Endless cacophony coming in hot.
That's
definitely got to be.
Yeah, definitely got to be. Definitely.
Cheese.
Well, for the same reason why these guys have to be Mark of Corn, because they've got a juggernaut on their head.
Yeah,
you're
of course.
There's a better reason, Stylus.
Emperor's children. I mean,
Emperor's children don't get on too well with Bile.
Yeah, but he likes pleasure and pain.
He does. Carrying on my demonic Astartes, these are the Warp Talons.
Yes.
So again, lightning claws and jump packs.
Yes.
Also demonic Astartes for all the lovely buffs. And then right at the back we have a Venom Crawler.
Tell us about the lovely buffs.
The lovely buffs, again, as I mentioned, the army-wide trait is moving fast and hitting hard. I've also got things that allow a unit to advance and charge and add one to their advance and add one to their charge. So if you think about adding that to Warp Talons, we're already pretty fast. You can cross half the board and do that.
Cool.
If Bile is looking at any of his guys within 12 inches, you can play a strat called the Master is Watching, and he essentially becomes a Chaos Lord. They can reroll ones, so
nice.
They behave better when he's there. So lots of strats that are specific to this army that just makes them hit a lot harder and a lot more reliably. So it's a very punchy, very aggressive army with hardly any guns.
And it's very, very pretty.
Thank you very much.
Bile has been doing some great work making these very pretty, aka Stylus doing some great work. Thanks for that. Let's go and have a look at the Orcs. Wow, here are the Orcs. Would you like to talk us through what you've got here, Loki?
Yes, I think that's tradition, I think. So, I'm going to keep it simple. Unlike Stylus's long-winded intro.
Yes.
We're going Goths.
Right.
And the clan culture for Goths is called no mucking about.
Yes.
Which sums up my army perfectly, I think. So, every time my model makes an attack, every time it rolls a 6,
yeah,
get 1 extra attack.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. And if it's moved or charged, heroic intervention, we get +1 strength.
Nice.
So I'll take that.
So punchy punch.
Punchy punch. That's kind of the aim, really. Keep it simple. It's the first time with new codex as well.
Yes.
Thank you to Billy Bob and Rapid.
Thank you, Billy Bob and Rapid.
So we've got at the front and centre, Warboss Smudge.
Warboss Smudge.
Warboss Smudge.
On a bike.
On a bike. So we're using the Imperial Armour rules for Warboss on a bike.
That's where they're found.
But they're a lot worse, actually, than all the new rules.
I know.
I don't get a 4-up invulnerable save, but that's okay.
Okay.
So he's got the Warlord trait, which is proper killy.
Okay.
So he's going to get +1 attack, and then armor pen is +1 as well.
Cool. Okay.
So next to him is our Weed Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a relic command point, and that's for Scorched Git Bones, which means that every time we make a psychic test, we add 1.
Nice.
Test.
Okay.
I'm not sure whether they're as good as the old psychers.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
We will. I don't think they are, but there you are. So we've got next to him, Ping Boy with a Grot Orderly.
Yes.
We've got a unit of knobs riding to the side of them then.
Yes.
We've got some Blood Axe Commandos.
Nice.
So I've had to try and go into my bits box and find a distraction grot,
Right.
which we've just seen in the new rules, but haven't got the new models yet.
But there's a distraction grot.
There's the distraction. See, you were,
Yeah.
you were distracted by the grot then,
I was.
so it's worked.
Look at that grot. He's so distracting.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
All right. So we've got 6 bikers.
Yes.
So they were planned to be knob wall bikers.
Yes.
Don't exist anymore.
No.
So they're regular wall bikers. So I'll take the points for them. And then we've got 3 squads of boyz.
Yes.
One is 17 because new codex means cheaper points.
Yes.
So I've got more boyz. Behind them we've got a set of looters. On the looters these days, per 5 you need to take a spanner boy.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, the one in the middle sort of looks like a spanner, so that was quite lucky.
Okay.
Behind that then, we've got a Death Dread,
Yeah.
3 killer cans,
Yeah.
and then flanking, we've got 2 trucks.
2 trucks.
So this one looks like it's the old battle wagon model
Yeah, from back in the day.
from a long time.
Long time ago. I remember when that came out in White Dwarf.
So I couldn't afford £300 for one on eBay,
Yeah.
so it's a 3D printed one. But for purposes of this game, it'll be a truck because it's the same size as a truck.
Yeah. There's also some jumpy boys here.
Some jumpy boys.
Cool. So Golf's charging forward, extra killy, extra punchy with the new Orc Codex. That means it's an automatic win, doesn't it, Monkey? The new Orc Codex?
I believe so. So thank you very much. We'll take it from there.
Hey, look at that grot.
No, he's very distracting. Don't get distracted by him. Right, let's go on to the Tyranids. And the Tyranids will be expertly commanded by the hive mind that is Brapscallion.
Welcome to my ludicrous list. You've gone from the new codex of power to the old codex of nonsense, followed by a nonsense list. So we have got 2 patrols because I've got too many heavy supports. So it's already nonsense. And I'll just take you through it. So we've got the Broodlord as Warlord. He's got I've used Dermic Symbiosis
Nice.
as the Warlord trait, but it's on the Scythe Hydra.
Okay, so instead of taking a Warlord trait, Scythe Hydra has got 5 up and vulnerable save and doesn't degrade as much.
There you go.
Okay.
Broodlord Psychic Power.
Shall we point out that it's Kraken?
It's High Fleet Kraken, so I get to move really, really fast.
Yes.
3d6 and then pick the highest when you're advancing.
Yes.
The Broodlord has got Synaptic Lure
Nice.
as his psychic power to help the 10 Gene Stealers that are with him charge in.
Yep.
We then have a unit of 10 Termagants and a unit of 11 Termagants.
Yes.
There's also Tony the Tailless Termagant, which is very important that you get him.
Oh.
And their mum is the Broodlord,
Yeah.
the Tervigon.
Yeah. What's her psychic power?
Her psychic power is Catalyst.
Nice. Okay.
And then moving through, we've got 10 Hormagaunts.
Yes.
A Screamer Killer Carnifex.
Yes.
A Lictor for some reason that I thought would be good. It's not very good at all. 3 Hive Guards. An Exocrine. We've got a Trigon with adrenal glands. And that is somehow 1,500 points. I've not got a lot of models. A lot of them don't do well. I've not got good unit sizes. But I'm very excited.
It's funny.
Tyranids.
It's funny, isn't it? You've got the Horde army today.
And I've got the least
You've
models.
got the least models on the table.
I thought this was just going to be a collecting thing,
Well,
so I collected. These lot have got synergy, and I have not.
Well, how many points is the bad boy?
Too many. It's like 230 points.
That's not a lot. 230 points is cheaper than a repulsor and stuff. Yeah.
They did come down in price, so
Yes.
I'm able to have a few more Termagants than I used to.
Yes.
But it's still, in my opinion, they're very overcosted. The She's come down in price from 210 to 170. The X-Queen is 170, but there's a lot of points in the big models, and I've found out they die very quickly. So I'm excited to get finished today early so I can go and have some beers.
Nice. And now we're on to Sultan Plays Saviour of the 13th with the Death Watch. The Death Watch, of course, pick a unit type and re-roll wound rolls of 1 against that unit type, be that troops, elites, whatever. And let's face it, he's got his choice of what
Troops everywhere.
They also re-roll 1s to hit against Xenos, which is interesting.
Yeah.
There's also a 1-point stratagem to re-roll all hits in close combat against Heretic Starters units.
Standard Space Marine,
So
yeah.
you've got buffs against all the other horsemen of the Hobbypocalypse here.
Not intentionally, but yeah.
But it just happens to be
just
that
happens
way.
to Space Marines, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So this is a battalion detachment.
Yes.
In command, we've got Captain Thorn of previously of the Dark Angels.
Yes.
He is taking Iron Resolve because he's one of those captains with the relic shields, so
Okay.
he's tough as nails. So Iron Resolve makes him tougher than
Yep.
nails. And he's got the relic of the Dominus Aegis, which is a 6-inch 5-up in Vun bubble.
Nice,
Because his
okay.
shield is massive, I guess.
Yep.
Then we've got his lieutenant over here. This is a standard classic lieutenant, even though he looks like a Phobos one, and he looks random as hell. He's got a thunder hammer and a combi melter.
Okay,
and
Captain Lieutenant, nice.
Yeah, and I've spent a CP on him to give him a hero of the chapter stratagem, which is Storm of Fire. 6s to hit or an extra AP.
Okay.
Just because, why not?
Okay.
Apothecary, doing what apothecaries do, not a chief apothecary, just a standard one, but a 6-up shrug, which is nice. Then we've got a Fortis kill team over here, which is 5 intercessors and 5 outriders. They're going to be combat squadding.
Which makes the bikes troops.
It makes them obsec, yeah.
Nice.
Just the Death Watch thing. Standard squad of intercessors here, shooty version. Thunder hammers on both the sergeants, by the way. Then we have a 9-man squad Indomitor kill team, which is 5 heavy intercessors with a heavy bolter, all the standard bolt rifles. And then 3 eradicators, 1 with a multi-melter, and an aggressor here with a bolt storm. Then at the back, we've got a Spectrus kill team, which is the Phobos one, which is a 5-man squad of infiltrators. The Helix Adept, unfortunately, can't come because of points. And then we've got 3 eliminators as well with the sniper rifles. Cool. And finally, a Corvus Blackstar with las cannons and stuff.
Space Marines are going to be in their happy place today because not only did they get to purge Xenos, they get to purge the Witch and the Heretic at the same time. It's a 3-for-1 deal for Space Marine players right now. Let's go on to deployment.
Very naturalistic pose there.
Honestly, it's like herding cats.
They made me go first.
People are deploying things. It's getting very hot in here, isn't it?
Are you hot?
We diced off, right?
You tell me, baby. You tell
I'm
me.
going to take this off.
Look at this.
Oh, there we go. Fan of there.
Shameless.
Join the war.
Hashtag Team Monkey.
It's so pretty.
Exactly.
So he's been sweating for hours and hours ready for the reveal, but it was worth it.
Yeah. We stylist a t-shirt. You got a t-shirt?
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
It doesn't say Team Stylist. I rest my case.
The symbol says Team Stylist.
Even the fashion
This is not available in the DCTV merch shop.
No, it's exclusive to Team
to me.
Stylus. And we're deployed for this 1,500 point game, 4-way game of the Apocalypse, the Hobbypocalypse. Here is High Fleet Bathsheba, minus the Trigon and the Lictor. Now, a couple of rules, gentlemen. A couple of rules. Bribery with CP is perfectly allowed. You can bribe each other to do things. You can't charge the 13th. They're objectives, okay? So they're not going to influence the battlefield that way, but they're not an enemy unit. So, for example, with your Lictor, you could potentially deep strike, because they can, right next to one and get your points.
I'll at least get 1 point, hopefully.
Because Monkey's deployed his commandos here next to the 13th. The other rule is we're going to randomly determine who goes which turn. So we're going to roll off at the start of every turn to see which turns it happens in order, okay? So the Orcs are here. Any thoughts on your deployment, Monkey? No, okay. No. Any thoughts on your deployment, Sultan?
Yeah, fast things this way because Orcs is fast. Shooty things this way because Tyrannus ain't shoot.
Okay. Any thoughts on your deployment, Stylus?
I'm glad the Death Watcher over there has got Orcs and Tyrannus.
So, Cultists on this side. There's too much to talk through right now.
Big blob of demonic Astartes stuff here.
Punchy, shooty, horrible stuff there. You've deployed a little bit further back than I would have expected to, Rapscallion.
All the chaos are facing this way. We've noticed that he's deployed to kill. So I need to... These can move about 45 inches, I've just been told now.
Right.
So I need to be a slightly bit defensive so I might live.
Okay. As for stuff and things, we have dense cover, -2 to move through wherever you see the trees. And then light cover, heavy cover is the barricades, things like that. Then there's plenty of obstacles down on the table. But I think with rolling as well, we'll find out who goes first by rolling a dice. But then you won't know who's going second, and you won't know who's going third, and you won't know who's going fourth. Because it'll be another roll, then another roll, then another roll. Because otherwise, if we figure out, like, say Brap goes first in turn 1, and then he knows it's Stylus, and then he knows it's... then he could power play towards it. So if you get the first roll off, you don't necessarily know whether Stylus or Sultan would activate first. The more random, the better, I think.
That's cool. Because
it is the Apocalypse, the Hobbypocalypse. So we like random here. Shall we roll off to see who does get the first action? Look at this, the 4 horsemen all rolling together.
Oh my god, oh no!
Who got the 6?
No.
Me.
You, Sultan.
That's alright, it was your dice. Thank God.
Death Watch turn 1. But before we do attack Brap, before you attack Brap,
alright, give ideas.
These guys need to scatter all over the place. I'll start with that one. And if it rolls it, oh, it's going 11 inches that way.
I'm here to help you.
Then I'm going to keep rolling. So confusion reigns in the heart of the Cicatrix Maledictum. One of the 13th is staying in the fortification there. 3 of them running this side. 1 has landed right next to the Orcs. Now, we're going to go on to Deathwatch. Turn 1. And here we are at the end of the Deathwatch movement phase. They've declared war against the Greenskins and the Tyranids, going after Xenos here. Sultan spending 2 CP on Brotherhood of Veterans to make these guys Blood Angels, because you never play with Blood Angels.
No, it's a flesh tower, actually.
Yeah, and going to attack the trucks around here. These guys stepping round into cover. Everything within 6 inches of him has a 5 up invulnerable save because of the Beacon Angelus. No,
Dominus Aegis.
That's the one that it's called. And at the end of your turn, you'll get a point if you end up in engagement range of one of the 13th, and you're in engagement range of one of the 13th.
Just the one.
There's a 50-50 chance he'll do a mortal wound to you. We rolled off camera. No mortal wounds. He likes you. He's like his friends. He's found a friend. Is anyone inside the Corvus Blackstar?
No.
So you're about to declare war on Monkey and on Brapscallion.
Yeah.
Let's pull the trigger. The Deathwatch can choose which combat doctrine they're in. They're choosing the tactical doctrine, and the first shots fired in anger in the Hobbypocalypse is this squad here into the Commandos, which are receiving the benefit of cover, light cover from the Minotaurium armor containers there. So that's +1. But Commandos also have a rule, which is an additional +2 when they are receiving the benefits of cover. So they get a +3 right now. Yeah, yes, it's here. It's good. You might not get lit up entirely. So let's roll a hit. Let's see.
This guy can't see them. This guy I found out can.
Okay.
Alright, so 4 of them shooting, rapid fire range. 3s.
Right. That's really bad shooting.
Pretty bad.
And you know they're tougher now.
They took us 5 now.
Yeah, 5 to wound.
Do you reroll against Xenos?
That's in close combat. 2 wounds at AP -1.
AP -2. Because it's a tactical rifle.
Oh yeah, because they're tactical rifle, yeah.
Are we ready?
Yes.
We're ready. So there's 6 -2. Yeah, 1's dead. Just 1's dead. So they have 1 wound each. I don't know now. 1 commando buys the farm. Then we come round to here to this kill team. Now there's 3 melters. They're going into the Tyrannofex. Not the Tyrannofex, the Tervagon. And all the small guns are going into her babies.
You don't need to know the name of it because it won't be on the table for much longer.
So it's 8 melter shots.
Is it?
What?
Yeah,
How is it 8?
Total obliteration.
Oh no!
So 3s to hit, rerolling 1s because the captain's there.
Okay. That's a lot of hits.
Yeah, and then, was it toughness?
8.
8.
4s to wound.
4s to wound, rerolling 1s.
Is this Winter's tournament practice game? I come to the wrong place.
It's not Stylus' turn yet, just wait.
You've got
No, you're doing pretty well.
5 wounds at AP -4. You don't get a save.
Nope.
Oh.
So 5d6 damage.
Watch these ones.
Yeah, she's dead. No, but synaptic backlash.
I've got to kill some more of mine first.
Yeah, roll a d6, and you lose 1 Termagon nearby. That's first blood, so well done.
Has it got death throws?
It might have. I think that's is that you don't roll a 6 anyway. So the Tervagon is gone.
It looked really nice.
And now we're going to unload. It was good while it lasted, wasn't it?
It was very nice to look at.
Thanks for paying it for the Hobbypocalypse anyway, by the way. It's, she looks nice.
Thanks.
She looks nice.
She looks lovely.
Then the remaining Space Marines fired into all the Termagants that were next to Big Mama, and they're no longer there, including Tony. Look, the tailless Termagant, he's also dead. So the Deathwatch have succeeded in eradicating a couple of units of Xenos straight away. Now we're coming all the way around here to the Outriders, and they're firing at what now?
They're going to shoot the truck.
Okay then, 3s to hit, with lots of hits. Look at all the DACA. Deathwatch reroll 1s to wound against a certain type. What did you pick, by the way?
Troops.
Troops. So any troops on this table, you're always rerolling 1s to wound against them.
Okay. About that.
Here's the 5s to wound a truck, right?
Yeah, but it's -2 in the tactical option.
Yeah. And the truck only took 2 wounds. It's anti-infantry fire, not doing too much damage to the truck yet. Of course, they're lining up a charge here. From the bikes, we came to this squad over here, which fired in at the looters doing no damage, but the eliminators can draw line of sight to the weird boy here, firing mortis rounds, which hit on 4s because you moved. And you hit every single time, of course you do. Strength 5 versus toughness 5. And at 5 wounds now, the weird boy is down to 1 wound remaining. The last thing left to fire from the Death Watch is the Corvus Black Star. Where is it firing?
So there's a lot of different guns.
Yes.
So I'm going to put the Hurricane bolters, and I think there's Fragstorm launchers or something.
Yes.
I'll have to find out what they are in a minute. And the Black Star launchers into the big mob of boys.
Okay.
And the las cannons into this truck.
Into the truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Las cannons.
Las cannons. Both hit. 3's to wound. Both wound. Both hit, both wound, 2d6 damage. Ramshackle will not kick in because the strength of the weapon is greater than 8th, and that's a dead truck, which might blow up. Which doesn't blow up.
Is that your pride and joy, that monkey?
No,
Yeah.
it's not the classic.
This is the classic.
The classic.
First turn gone.
Yeah.
Kick him out.
The knobs are in that truck because it's your favourite truck.
My
Along with the Pain Boy. Let's see if any die as they get out of the wreckage. No, they all managed to stop, drop and roll. After the truck has been removed, it looks like this with the knobs and the Pain Boy and sad panda face. Then the remaining shots from the Corvus Black Star fire down into the squab here, killing only 2 of them. Toughness 5 orcs kicking in, plus there's a Pain Boy there. That is the end of the Death Watch shooting phase. Now they're going to charge. Then after charging and piling in, the Outriders look like this. 6 attacks each on the charge. This is 30 attacks coming in on the knobs. Hitting on 3s. But your Death Watch, you're re-rolling 1s to hit Xenos in close combat. Toughness 5 knobs now though. So, but you made them Blood Angels. So you're forced to wound. And then you re-roll 1s to wound as well. Oh, no, they're not troops. They're elites. Troops. So you don't re-roll the 1s to wound. This is just 4s to wound. 4 up saves become 5 up saves, 10 5 up saves coming up.
Come on, monkey.
And you got Feel No Painish with the, you made 2, 3. You made 3 of them, looking for 6s with the Pain Boys.
Come on, little Pain Boy.
Yeah!
Ooh, woo! He's working overtime right there.
Yeah.
Here we are after the Death Watch fight, only killing 2 of the Orc knobs. Now they're piling in, they're gonna fight back. We've got 2 Power Claws, 1 Kill Saw. Monkey spending 2 CP on Unbridled Carnage. So instead of exploding 6s, we have exploding 5s. And there is 6 attacks with the Power Claws coming in here. Forced to hit.
Oh no, monkey! Yahtzee!
So the first time your Orcs ever fought in anger.
I'll just get my stuff. Thanks, lads. See you later. Can't have it.
Kill Saws. Look, you got no Kill Saws. Come on, the Kill Saw will do it. 3 attacks. 4s to hit. These will explode, surely.
Come on, boy.
Oh, one hit. There's an exploding one, right? So you get an extra 1. 2 hits. Strength 10. Winning on 2s. At AP -4,
Right,
there's no saves here.
CP.
CP, okay.
Get him, monkey! Get him!
D3 damage, monkey. Come on. You're not going to roll another one. It's a kill. Yeah. You see,
Yay!
3 damage.
One's on 1 wound.
You almost killed one. And that is the end of Death Watch. Turn 1. Let's do a morale on. You're rolling low, so
Yeah, why not? Let's do morale as well, is it?
Yeah.
Why not?
yeah, they're fine. They hold. They hold. So what's happened here is the Death Watch has made an enemy of Monkey, and have made an enemy of Braxcallion. And you will get 1 point. So the Death Watch are winning 1 point to 0. However, we now need to roll off to see who gets the second turn out of the 3 remaining Hobbypocalypse. Now, you're sort of... See, the interesting thing is, in the fight phase, you're going to be fighting again and again and again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're going to keep on scrapping. Right, let's roll some dice, boys. Who's going next? No, not you.
Someone's going again.
Who rolled the 6?
Me.
It's Monkey.
Ooh.
Monkey gets his revenge in Orcs turn 1. Sorry, what now?
Bit of loot for the Orcs.
What's this for?
This is for Team Monkey. This is so you ignore this business. No attacking me this turn. Have a go at that stuff.
Is it a gift or a bribe?
Are you going to...
Take it back! How dare you!
Okay, this is free of charge. You can use Unbridled Carnage again.
Thank you, Brett.
Make him bleed.
This is just filthy. So what? You're trying to ask Monkey not to hit you?
For what CP?
A monkey.
For what?
Is it a lifetime of jibes and jabs for 1 CP? That's all I'm worth, Stu. That's all I'm worth. Get up here.
And here we are at the end of the Orcs movement phase. Monkey has declared "Oah!" So core units can advance and charge, including characters, and they get +1 attack. And next turn, they also get +1 attack. And we have commandos being really sneaky here and getting in range of both of the members of the 13th. And I forgot to roll to see if they take mortal wounds, so let's do that now. So the 2 members of the 13th will fight back, and on 4s will do mortal wounds to the commando unit and do 1 mortal wound to the commando unit. But it looks like you're still going to get your 2 points there. The Death Dread's gone round that way, the Killer Can's going that way, the Bikers and the War Boss on the bike all going for the creations of Bile.
We should have taken the point.
Meanwhile, down here, the other portion of the Orc army is going to deal with the Death Watch threat. Big squad of boys, plus the knobs, plus... Remember, the knobs as well got +1 attack now. They're up to 4 attacks. And Monkey wants to cast Warpath,
Yes.
which will give everyone here an extra attack on top of the attacks they already have. You just need a 6. Have you got some dice?
Oh, no.
No. Right, the way it works is you can put Warpath on a unit. So you're going to put Warpath on this unit to give them all an extra attack, along with the extra... And that passes. That is a 9. And because there's 20 or more models here, you can now... That's the power of the wire now. You get an extra psychic power. So what are you doing with your extra power?
We're going to do a cheeky smite.
Cheeky Smite. And that passes. D3 mortal wounds to the Outriders. For 3 mortal wounds to the Outriders.
Vengeance.
The 1-on-1 wound is dead.
Just for that, the Space Wolf gets hurt.
Space Wolf there. Space Wolf takes the brunt of that. Now we're on to the shooting phase. So these chaps are in combat, they can't shoot. So we're coming to the Death Dread. It's got 1 Scorcher. Scorching at these.
Yes.
And it hits them 5 times. It sets them on fire and wounds on 3s. And that's 3 wounds at AP -1. But you are behind a barricade. So 3 up saves on the Death Watch. One of them is set on fire but not dead. From the Death Dread to the passengers inside the truck, we've got some shooters, we've got some sluggers. They're also going to go firing into this Death Watch unit. Basically lots of guns, make loud banging noises on 5s.
Bang, bang.
And winning on 4s.
Not
7
mine,
wounds
so.
came through, and you have a 2 up save because you're within 3 inches of the obstacle there.
Even though they're firing...
You've got a unit within range of that obstacle.
Okay.
They are infantry, so they gain the benefit of the Unitarum armoured containers.
Yeah, you kill one.
But 1 falls anyway, and 1 takes a wound, and the one that's died is another Space Wolf. It's like you have something against Space Wolves. Big shooter into the same squad. DACA 5-3, so 5 shots, and you hit twice. It will wound on 3s. No AP, so a 2 up, and you make the save. What are we doing to Looters, Monkey? Down in the trees here.
We're going to have to shoot at the big bird. I was going to shoot at those, but I can't see a damn thing.
Okay, 6 to hit the big bird. You are in half range, so extra shots with DACA. There's a hit. It's strength 7 versus toughness 7. That isn't a wound, but you do get D3 shots with the spanner with his custom mega blaster. For 3 shots, he needs 6s. 2 shots.
D3.
He doesn't get any 6s. The shooters fire up into the sky and they hit clouds. Then lots of small arms couldn't fire into the bikes because they're still in engagement range of the knobs. So there were a couple of shots that could go up at the flyer. Didn't do anything either. So now we're across to the Speedwar, taking on the creations of Bile. But before we do the Speedwar, we have some killer cans that are going to fire into stuff. There's a Scorcher which is out of range, but a Grotsuka and a rocket launcher. Where are we firing some guns?
Grotsuka into tiny cultists,
Okay.
and then rockets into the boys with weird claw things.
Possessed.
Weird
Possessed.
claw things. Right, that makes perfect sense. They do look weird clawy things. The Grotsuka's heavy 2d3, right?
2d3.
Okay. So you have 5 shots. You are firing through a tree into the cultists. So you're hitting on 5s. And you hit once. You're wounding on a 2. And they do get a save. The cultists over there, Stylus. Did you make that?
I did not make
It
the
did
save.
not make the save. A cultist was slain in the making of this movie. Next we're on to heavy D3 with the rockets. For 3 shots, which hit on 5s because you're firing through the trees again. Oh no, you're firing straight up that way. Okay, forced to hit them. You hit them all the times. The rockets are strength 8. You wound toughness 4. You wound once. -1, -2.
-2.
I'm saving up my 5 in button. No. You take one out. Flat 3.
How much damage is
Flat
it now?
3.
Flat 3 damage on this squad here.
Which
Let's
loyalist
take
is it going
the
to be?
Space Wolf.
Why does everybody do this?
Many Space Wolves were killed in the making of this battle report. Well, it was a Space Wolf once before Bile got his hands on him.
He's been improved.
He's what now?
He's been improved.
Nice.
I just want to point out that apart from the Termagants, the Space Wolves have had the most casualties all game. With the Deathwatch Space Wolves, that guy, they're not even on the table.
I know.
Yet monkeys killed Space Wolves and had Space Wolves killed.
Yeah.
Dad, what have you become?
You've become the thing you hate. Now, Warbikers are Dakar 5-3, so in range of this unit over here, this is 5 shots per Warbiker, but they are hitting on, apart from the first 2, actually the first 3. The first 3 will be hitting on 5s, the back 3 will be hitting on 6s. 1 minute, sneaky Bile things have happened. What's happened now?
My possessed have been selected as the target of a shooting attack.
Yes.
So I'm playing the strat Dermal Chitination,
Right,
which means they get an extra pip of toughness. They are now toughness 5.
so 4s to wound instead of 5s.
Yes.
Instead of 3s, so right.
I've not made it easier than
Yeah, I know.
It's harder.
I'm glad you're here. Right, after all of that, 5 wounds came through. So they have 3 up saves like normal?
They do.
Okay, 3 up saves. How many wounds do they have each?
2 wounds.
Oh dear. 1 left on a wound, so the boss is going to fire at them with his 2 Dakar guns. 6s to hit, that's 3 hits. He's going to wound them on 4s.
Chitination is what you need.
And he wounds once, 1 more 3 up save, Stylus. And he makes the save. All that firepower from the Orcs has just angered the creations of Bile.
All this for a single drop of blood.
That's it for all the Dakar phases. We're on to the charge phase. Round here, some auto-ins. The unit of boys have gone into the Outriders. The Storm boys have gone into the Outriders. We've left a line here because not all of the boys will fight. We have boys, we have the Knobs who are still engaged. We have the Storm boys. A Pain boy still hanging around and still in range. Where else are we charging, Monkey?
Death Dread into these guys.
Death Dread. So basically, you're charging every single army here. You change it to Death Watch, the Creations of Bile, and except for the Tyranids.
Apart from the Tyranids.
Apart from the
Mainly
Tyranids.
because I can't reach them yet.
Okay,
High five!
nice.
Staying alive.
Right, okay, Death Dread into Death Watch. You only have to get to the other side of the barricade, so...
I'd re-roll that.
Oh dear. Well, that's a failed charge, but the Death Dread has Here We Go, so you can re-roll charges, but now it's re-roll both d6, not either or. And is he 4 inches from the edge of the thing?
I think you might just make it.
And because of the barricade, you're successfully within 2 inches. So the Death Dread will engage this Death Watch. We're coming around here, Monkey. What are we doing?
Killer cans into the claw spiky guys.
Are you sure you want to? They look scary.
Yeah, it looks like great fun.
Okay, go for it. Let's see how far this charges. That's an 11-inch charge. The Killer Cans are angry. The Killer Cans come dancing into close combat there. Now we have Warbikers and the boss. Warbikers are picking on another unit. Okay, go for it. -2 to this because of the terrain, but you have got Here We Go. So you should be okay. With a 9, you're going to be okay anyway.
He used up his bad rolls against this little one.
Yeah. Oh, and the War Boss. We're doing the War Boss.
Do the War Boss as well.
Do the War Boss as well. Into the Cultists.
Zoom zoom!
Successful charges with Orcs across the line. What was that, Brap?
the War Boss uses the boss's prerogative of charging the cultists while he gets his boys to do the dirty work and charge the Marines. So orky.
Cunning but brutal.
Right, boys, we're into the fight phase. Now, Monkey's charged, but he's charged you and you. So after Monkey is selected his attacking unit, you can bait interrupt, and you can bait interrupt before it goes back to Monkey, if you want to. Yes. It's not fair, but it's fun. So we're starting off with the Killer Cans, right?
Yep.
They got an extra attack because of the WoW. They got an extra attack because of the Scragget rule. They also hit on 4s now. And these are strength 8 -3 damage weapons. Here we go with the Killer Cans into the Creations of Bile.
Crumper, Monkey, crumper.
Revenge for all the Space Wolves that they converted. 4s to hit. And that's a good array of hits.
There's that one.
Can claws are good now.
These are goblins in dustbin.
What the hell?
These are goblins in dustbins. Why are they hitting on 4s?
Because they're better now, okay? Because Games Workshop said that they should hit better now. They were terrible before.
They should be terrible. They're goblins.
2s to wound. The goblins in 2s to wound. Strength 8. -3. 3 damage.
Good work, dustbins.
Well done,
Come
goblins.
on, goblins and dustbins.
Have you got 5 up and vulnerable saves or
Goblins have
something?
5 up and vulnerable.
Are these possessed?
They are possessed.
Attacking the possessed.
8
So
of them. Okay.
8.
Here we go.
8. 5 up. Invulnerable saves. Coming up.
That's not bad.
That's a lot of dead.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 1 left.
And so the goblins in dustbins consolidate into the unit that they fought and the unit that's engaged with the war bikers. Stylus.
I'm going to interrupt.
Oh, you're paying to interrupt. Well, yeah, what's going on where?
I spent 2 CPs to interrupt with this squad and an extra CP for death to the alien for an extra attack per person.
Is there a thunder
There's
hammer?
a thunder hammer, and I want to kill this because there's an objective there.
Or can skip.
An orc in a skip. So here we have some pile-ins. The Intercessor Sergeant with the hammer will hit on 4s.
Rerolling 1s because he's Death Watch.
And
That's
that's
not good.
Xenos. Oh, only O.
I'm going to CP 1 because I kind of need
That's
to
the
think
4th CP you would have spent on this interrupt.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because... Oh no, you don't get any rerolls. But that is AP -2. 3 damage a time. Monkey rolling the 5s.
Uh-oh.
Monkey rolled 1 of the 5s. So, what's that, Sowen?
Sergeants have 3 attack space, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got an extra attack.
Yes.
Okay. And you miss anyway. Right, let's do it with all the other ones. Here's the remaining intercessors. 3s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Suffer the Xenos not to
I dropped 1.
live. After the reroll, everything hits. Now we need 5s to wound. Sultan.
Hang on, bias.
No.
Bias, I'm calling it.
I'm completely neutral here. Come on, Sultan.
5.
And you failed 2. So the Orc in a skip is down to 3 wounds remaining, but he's not dead. And that costs Sultan
4 CP.
4 CP to do that. Would you like to continue on with your attack phase, or is someone else going to interrupt?
I'd like to.
I dropped.
Right, let's come round here. The creations of Bile. Are these normal Chaos Space Marines? Are they?
They're as
What
normal
are
as
they?
you can get when you're in the equations of Bile.
There's a dude with a claw, though.
There is a dude with a claw. He can't attack that way.
Right.
Because some genius moved his killer cannon and based me.
He based you.
Yeah,
That was me.
Okay, so the dude with the claw are attacking the killer cans,
Yeah, so he's got.
and the other guy's attacking the war bikers.
Yeah, so that's the claw.
Right.
War bikers, 1 attack each.
Okay.
Plus 1 extra for chainsaws.
Right.
Plus 1 extra for hateful assault.
Hateful assault is
Hateful
still
assault.
a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've forgotten that because Death Guard have lost that one. So okay.
There's no death of false emperor, so the chainsword's going that way.
Right.
I am now.
You left the
I am-
die.
You left the dice.
Thank
You have to
you.
die.
I am permanently strength 5 because they are creations of Bile.
Okay.
So-
War bikers toughness 6 or 5 now?
Only toughness 5.
Why aren't they in extra toughness? If orcs are extra toughness everywhere, why aren't they toughness 6? I
Yeah.
guess Games Workshop has sold enough biker models.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
3?
3 at -1.
Well, that was bad, wasn't it?
You lovely people of the Discord community,
Yes.
you told me not to bring an exalted champion. You would have let me re-roll all these ones and help me out. So thanks, Team Monkey.
It's okay. Well, you have 3 saves to make.
-1.
It could have been worse. Oh, you take a wound.
Well, that was worth 2 points.
Well, there's the claw guy. There's the claw attacking the
Guy,
killer.
let's have a
The claw.
Let's rattle Oscar the Ground.
Okay, 3s.
That's more.
That's
Nice.
a couple of death to the false
Death to
emperors
the
there.
false killer can.
Death to the false Gork or
Death to
possibly
the
more.
dustbin.
Toughness is 6, I assume.
5s to wound, re-rolling all failed wounds.
Re-rolling these because. I killed them.
That's
bad,
3
That's
at
minus
-2.
I love lightning claws.
So it's the Blood Angels player. And 2 wounds on a killer can, 1 wound on a bike. Now the war bikers get to fight back. There's 5 normal war bikers there. Now, 2 attacks, plus chopper, plus wah. 4 attacks times 5 is many attacks. Hitting on 3s with the choppers. Like that. Strength 4 versus toughness 4. Wounding on 4s. And choppers are AP -1 now. 6 4-up saves
6 4-up saves. Right
on the orange dudes.
Well, the joke's on you because these are 1 wound marines, so
Are they?
you've wasted your efforts.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
is that
dear.
the squad?
That's the squad.
Before the
Lordy.
knob even
Is it
got to
wasted?
raise his power claw, he's wiped them out.
Oh, we got. Oh,
Wow, Brap, the new Orcs are doing work.
I don't feel bad anymore. Like I had a bit of it before, but Stylus is it's sympathy term for Stylus now. Look,
I think maybe I should have put more CP.
You still wouldn't have took it if you 12.
It's not over yet. He's got his war boss on the bike, smacking
Sir Robin.
some cultists there. And the war boss hitting the cultists. What has he got now?
he's got 5 attacks.
Yes.
+1 for wow.
Wow. Okay, hitting on 2s.
Hit on 2s.
What weapon did you give him?
He's got the big killy claw.
Big killy claw. Is that unwieldy at all? Because that was 4 2s.
No, it's not, thankfully.
Nice. Okay, so everything hits. Squishing cultists on 2s now. And that's 4 dead cultists. Okay, so that's all the stuff that's smashing into the creation of Bile. We have a unit completely wiped out, a unit possessed all the way down to 1 model left. We have the cultists that have been cut in half. That is 1 flank. Now we're coming around here to the Death Watch. We have a Death Dread attacking this unit of intercessors and a whole lot of smelly green going into the Outriders. Okay, Monkey, we're doing the Death Dread, right?
Yes.
So 3 attacks,
Yes.
right, plus what?
+1 for war.
Right,
And we've got 3 claws.
right.
So there's 1 for each claw as well.
Have you got 7 attacks?
Pretty good, isn't it?
It's
Oh,
very
crap.
good. You're hitting the Death Watch on 3s.
On 3s.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's nice. That's 6 hits. 5 hits. Strength 10.
Oh.
-3, 3 damage.
Sugar. 6s.
6s to save that
I need to make
squad.
2 6s. I'll make them done.
You make none.
Is over. Now the time of the orc.
What now?
Dugga.
The time of man is over. It is now the time of the orc.
Doesn't he get crashed by a giant rock?
We need to get some like Play-Doh on your head to make it more accurate.
Spoilers for a 20-year-old movie.
So
I
you,
haven't seen it yet.
what's happened there as well
long.
is you're in engagement range of 3 of the objectives now.
Monkey,
Look
coming
at
out
that.
of nowhere. Look at him, power play.
You boys
Jeez.
didn't want that.
It's
Jeez.
not over yet
Jeez.
though. We have the Outriders about to get smashed by the Storm Boys and the Warpath group of Orcs, and you're going to spend 2 CP on Unbridled Rage, so 5s and 6s explode on this squad as well.
Winters, can I just draw your attention to something?
Yes,
This killer can is just this Death Dread is patting your man on the head.
is he?
Hello.
I don't want to be patted on
He's
the...
being patted.
No, don't pat me.
Also, Monkey, can you just give a shout out to where you got one of them CP from, brother? Like,
Yeah, so 50% of this
You're buttering it up
stratagem
now.
brought to
Yes.
you by Rapscallion.
Yeah, Nugoth rules. So we're now doing exploding 5s and 6s with Unbridled Carnage. We have the Knob with a Power Claw, 3 attacks, plus Wire, plus something. Warpath. He hits on 4s.
Exploding 5s and 6s.
Yes. So that is 6 hits. He's strength 10, -3, 2 damage. So he's winning on 2s. He wounds 5 times.
this new codex is a week old. Monkey's got the best timing in the history of Batman.
5 6s. Each of these doing 2 damage.
So 1,
Yes. The
2,
injured one.
3 die.
3 die. Is there 1 guy
There's a
left?
white scar left. Yeah.
Eckers.
And now all the boys are going to get to fight.
This is a 250-point squad.
Right, the remaining Orc boys with Warpath, 32 attacks on this Outrider, 3s to hit.
Exploding 5s and 6s.
We've remembered now, yes. Right then, out of 32 attacks, you got
35.
35 hits. It's Orc math. You're wounding on 5s. And they're all AP -1 because choppers are good now. 15 4-up saves coming up. Yeah, he's dead. So at the end of the ruckus, down in the corners, the Orcs have dealt with the Outriders with ease. That's the end of all the Orc attacks. Over here, we had some fight back from the Stylus. The Possessed hit the Killer Cans, causing 2 wounds. They have 2 5-up saves to make. Remember, one of them is injured. They fail both of the saves. How much damage is that? Is that
1 damage. Just
So it's not dead. You get to fight back with
cultists.
some cultists.
Come on, cultists. Come on, cultists.
Come on, they can do it.
Yeah. So
And they hit on 6s probably?
4s.
4s. But they're cultists.
The cultists.
Wound on
And-
7.
Woo!
There we go. Look at this.
What's his toughness?
Bloody heck is like.
The war boss is Bane.
What's his toughness?
He's toughness 7. 2 4-up saves though.
Yes! Get in!
So the war boss is on 5 wounds remaining, and that's the end of Orcs turn 1. These two guys haven't even had a turn yet, and the Orcs pushing hard and deep straight into Stylus and the creation of Bile here. The cultists need to make a morale test, and they fail. So 1 runs away. There's 4 remaining on 1s and 2s. More will run away from the might of the war. Only 1. So he is stepping forward. He's like, chopped a couple down. The other guys are running away as fast as they can. We have a possessed over here. He needs to make a morale. Yeah, he's out of there as well. So the Orcs have cleared away 2 whole units. And let's face it, 3 whole units, because there's a Sergeant Cultist remaining there. From the Creations of Bile army, they've cleared away the Outriders over here utterly, and they cleared away a unit of Intercessors round here from Sultan's Death Watch, and they're taking 3 objectives in the middle of the table. Monkey, where has Monkey gone? Who is this demon that has replaced you?
Choose.
What's going on?
I don't know. You're winning.
No idea what's
It's
going
3 points to 1 in favour of the Orcs. You guys get to speak. Now, you've got to roll a d6. Let's see who gets the first action here.
That's good luck, sir.
Good luck.
And it is Braps Galleon's turn in turn 1.
Thank God for that.
I think Stylus could be in some real trouble, because with facing an army which can reroll hit rolls of 1 and rerolling wound rolls of 1 against you, I would definitely go that way.
I'm running away from the Death Watch. The big mama's gone, and she's told a cautionary tale to the others. Stay away.
Okay, so we're going to move on to Hive Bathsheba's turn 1 as Sultan goes to changes under crackers.
Do you mean Stylus?
I meant Stylus, yeah. Stylus goes to
My
changes.
pants are clean.
Yeah. And here we are after Bathsheba's movement phase, and perhaps decided not to shoot or do any psychic stuff. So we're on to your phase, Stylus.
Let's go, okay.
Okay.
No, I need to do something. I'm going to cast Smite on these cultists, because that's all
Smite
I can
on the
do
cultists.
with the Broodlord.
That passes.
Okay, I can deny.
You don't deny. D3 cultists will die this day. Just 1? Just 1. So you've moved through here. These guys are staying still so they can fire without penalty, right? Heavy weapons. You try to advance to get onto a couple of these objectives.
Yeah.
And failed. So your Lictor has sprung up here.
Yeah.
So at least you'll get a point. At the end of all that, though, your Lictor will take a mortal wound on a 4-up, like that. And so at the end of the movement phase, the Lictor appears next to a member of the 13 who shanks him in the back and takes a wound off of him. He's down to 3 wounds remaining. Now we're going on to the side Haradrul in the shooting phase. They're shooting at the Warp Talons?
It's a Hierodule.
Hierodule.
Shooting at the Warp Talons.
Warp Talons. And you
Demolition. All I can do is defensive strats right now.
Right.
Until my turn.
I feel bad
So
now.
what's this?
They get extra toughness.
Extra toughness.
What's the strength of it?
Strength 6.
I'm not going to play that, it's useless.
It's useless. So you're not paying it.
No,
right.
I was just, let's have something to do.
Acid from his carapace.
So it's 3d6 automatic hits.
Is it?
Oh, Stylus, it's 14 hits.
Do you feel that sometimes the whole world is against you?
I mean, I'm just glad I got to come here and drive Monkey up to Swindon. That was my role today. I was the delivery agent of the eventual winner.
No, it's not all over. Okay. In turn, you might get. You're going next, right? And then in turn 2, you might activate first and get some sweet vengeance on people.
Sweet vengeance on everyone.
Right.
Strength 6, wounding on 3s. What's the AP and damage?
That's -2, 1 damage. They've
Right.
got 1 wound each, right?
They do.
So that is 3,
Minus
6,
2.
10. Yeah.
-2.
So they got a 5-up invert.
Right.
Which my good mate do.
Okay. Are we about to see the end of another
1,
Chaos
2,
Space
3,
Marine
4,
unit?
5, 6. Yes, we are.
After the Haradjul spat out some acid, the Screamer Killer is going to spit out some acid on the Mutilators D6 times, and it will hit on a 4, and it hits at strength 7. Wounds, that's AP -3, 1 damage.
AP -4.
Is it?
Yeah.
5-up invent for being demons. I make it. I've made something.
Easy.
Fine.
Hey.
That's the shooting phase on this flank. All you have left now, really, is the, what are they called? Hive Guard and the Exocrine.
We'll do the Exocrine first, and we'll do it into the squad of pain and torture and death.
What strength is its attack?
Strength 7.
Transhuman.
So the Exocrine's got 12 shots coming down this way. Wounding on 4s because of transhuman.
Yeah.
But you've got 3 wounds each. So you spent a CP on pathogenic slime, getting your 2 damage weapon up to a 3 damage weapon.
Slime them up, baby.
Slime them up. Okay, 3s to hit with the Cannon of Doom. That's okay.
Not
That's
bad.
definitely not my rolling to hit.
And we need 4s, right?
4s now, yeah. I see 3.
3.
I see 3. 3 6-up saves is the...
5-up invulns.
Oh
for
yeah,
Dominus
you've
Aegis.
got the dominant.
Make 1, fail 2.
3 damage each.
And I have a apothecary.
So a dude dies, a Void Walker takes 2 wounds. Only 1 casualty from this squad. You now have the Hive Guard, Brapscallion.
Yeah, I was gonna split fire and fire some at them, but it's transhuman.
And
I'm sorry, Stylus, but I am firing everything from the Hive Guard at the Space Marine unit. I'm sorry.
You sound bad about that.
You're also in range of these, you know. And then
Am I in?
one wound left.
No, not 36. Stylus, I'm within 36. Do you want to bribe me to shoot them?
Yes, please.
I'll shoot the Hive Guard.
I don't have much, but I'll give you some.
Killer cans.
Okay.
That was good. I would have just done it anyway.
Oh, nice.
Threes to hit.
Me the CP.
Hits every time. 3s to wound. And you wound 4 times. That is 4 5-up saves on the Killer Cans monkey. And you... So one was injured, right? So the first D3 kills the first Killer Can. And then you can do the 2 D3 together. And that is 4 wounds. They have 5 wounds in total. Aekers, what's going on now, Chuck?
Look, I would have shot at the cans anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I've got to help the Stylus out because the oncoming green tide is ridiculous. So I'm going to spend 2 CP on single-minded annihilation, and the Hive Guard are once again firing into the cans.
You know, you say you're helping Stylus out. You have lined up charges against Stylus as well.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
But shots coming into the Killer Cans. 3s to hit, and we have only 3 hits this time. 3s to wound. 1 wound.
1 wound, monkey.
1 wound. A save or death on the last Killer Can. Death. And they explode. Do they explode? They don't explode. That's the end of the Hive Minds. Shooting phase, a unit of Chaos Space Marines wiped out. 2 Killer Cans are wiped out. Now we have a charge phase. It looks like some innocent cultists are about to get charged.
Yeah, I'm going to charge them, obviously.
Okay. And anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to charge the Carnifex into the Mutilators.
Okay.
And I have to think about this because I want to put the Hydrodual into them.
Right.
But
what?
is it with engagement range? So am I in with the engagement range of that? And if so, do I leave it just stood there, the 200-point model, just to get a point?
What is engagement range?
This is a test.
School now.
Engagement range is 1 inch.
Right, so the barrier doesn't... Right, I'll just charge it in then. That's
Well, if it's 2 inches of a barrier, defensive barrier would be...
So, guys, you are the other 3 horsemen of the Hobbypocalypse. Do we let Brapscallion score that one because of the 2 inch thing, or are we going to stick it as 1 inch going forward?
I think it's only fair he keeps it there.
I would counter and say, what's it worth?
I'm not bribing all of you.
Engagement range of a barricade is 2 inches, right?
You could fight it if it was a model.
Yes, engagement range has.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're being kind to you, Brap.
It's nice. And
Yeah, so you have got that guy there. He is, you will get a mortal wound on your Haradra on a 4-up then. He doesn't take a mortal wound. I can't hit you over the barricade.
Yeah, I'm going to leave him because he's going to get a point. I think if I can have 2 points, then I might not come in last place. Like that's what I'm thinking of. I don't want that wooden spoon.
Well, currently someone is losing. He's only got 1 point.
I'm thinking of it like as a counter charge.
Well, currently
Okay.
Stylus is actually losing. But...
Yeah,
Well,
I'm going to do that.
he hasn't had a turn
Doesn't
yet.
count
He's
that.
lost half
If
of
I'm
his
off the
army.
table for
Right, let's
play.
do the Screamer Killer, because the Gene Stealers
Yeah,
are
let's
definitely
see
going to
what
make
he
it in.
needs.
Let's see how far the Screamer Killer goes in.
Yeah, he's
He will go in, and on a 4-up, it will do a mortal wound to that unit at the end of the charge phase.
Chomp, chomp.
Smash! He comes in like a wrecking ball. At the end of the charge phase, the Gene Stealers wrap the cultists. They're in a lot of trouble. And the Screamer Killer has gone smashing into the Mutilators? I don't even know what they're called because you see them so rarely.
You won't see him for long.
5 attacks on the charge with the Screamer Killer hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, and you've spent a CP on Voracious Appetite.
Chomp,
So you're rerolling all fair wounds. You reroll 1s but not 2s, Brap. So
Beautiful. Well, that's why I got them 3
only
twos.
2 hits. 3s to wound, and you wound. It's AP -3, 3 damage each.
Back up to my 5-up invuln saves.
Okay.
And you've got 3 wounds each. So every fail is a kill.
And
Ooh, look at that!
So the mutilators withstand the charge from the Screamer Killer.
Get on the chin.
Then we're coming over here to a lot of attacks with Gene Stealers into some cultists. And let's face it, the cultists didn't stand a chance. They were devoured by those Gene Stealers, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That's the end of the attacking units. We have the mutilators now fighting back against the Screamer Killer. I don't even know what these guys do these days.
Well, no one knows what they do because we're going to find out now. So
Okay.
Their strength is 6 plus this, D3. So that's a 9.
Ooh,
Strength
nice.
9.
Their AP is -3.
It's like combat obliterator style.
Yeah, the combat obliterators.
Cool.
And their damage is 2.
2.
Right, let's get to it.
So you're wounding on 3s at AP -3, 2 damage a time.
Yeah, so they have 3 attacks each, plus an extra 1 for hateful assault.
Okay. Have you got any rerolls in here?
No, because Discord told me not to.
Okay.
Not that we're bitter.
None of it. So it's only no, is it 9?
3s to hit?
So 3 attacks, that's 9. I've got myself had one, so it's 12.
12.
Dice.
12.
12 dice, and it is 3s to hit. 3s to hit. Oh, that's not bad.
That's pretty fruity. That's 10 hits. Strength 9, toughness 7. You're wounding on 3s. This could be a dead Screamer Killer here. Mutilators could be the best thing in the game here.
So that
people.
is 8 saves to make.
8 6-up
sixes.
saves. Each of these doing 2 damage.
Oh, this is not good.
You know what? Timberlake's brought Sexy back. You're bringing Mutilators back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on, hang in there, big boy.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Good go though.
Dead. That's 10, 12. 12
go nuts when he
wounds
dies?
came
No.
through. He
Oh.
doesn't now. Okay, so the Mutilators consolidate a little bit further forward. That's the end of Hive Fleet Bathsheba's turn 1. There's big pockets opening up all across the battle grid here. But the Tyranids do get 2 objectives. So it means at the end of turn 1, minus Stylus, it's 3, 2, 1 points.
Like an Olympic podium.
It's like an Olympic podium. Gold, silver, bronze right now. Stylus, it's finally your
Now I
turn
get to speak.
with the remnants of your army to get sweet, sweet revenge.
Clean him up.
Stylus, it's your movement phase. What are we doing with Monkey now?
He forgot, I think, possibly deliberately, to take a morale test for his
Right.
last killer cam.
Oh yeah, they're only leadership 6.
Yeah.
So a 5/6, the last killer cam will flee Monkey.
Unless I pay 2 CP.
Oh!
Have you got any...
Make it rain,
Right, and here we are after the creation of Stylus's movement phase. It's worth noting that he's not in range of any of the objectives yet. I'm sure his mad plan will come together. The Chaos Space Marines standing firm here, ready to shoot some Gene Stealers, and they're being backed up by the Venom Crawler. And the Mutilators, the best unit in the game, are heading for a Forge World 5-up invulnerable save, toughness 8, monster, super monster. Are you sure you want to go that way?
Bring it.
And then everything else around here is dealing with the Orcs
Yeah, we can
for
take
some
care of them.
reason. Take care of them.
Yes.
We have a psychic phase
We
coming
do.
up.
So this Master Possession will kick off with Cursed Earth, which will improve the invuln saves of demon units.
Okay.
But before we do that,
Oh, right, okay.
the psychic phase has not begun because the movement phase has ended, and in the movement phase, Fabius Bile can work his magic with a Heretic Astartes infantry unit fully within 6 inches, and I measured they are fully within.
The spawn.
That's well, the possessed.
The possessed.
Now,
So
this is
what
not
happens
without, This
now?
is not without risk.
Right.
If I roll a 1, one of them dies.
Oh, don't roll a 1 then. You roll
Okay,
a 1.
good start. Strong. Well done. Wow.
That's funny. Let's go and see what happened over there.
That's a lot of damage.
See what happens when you turn from the light of the Emperor, my friend. Yes.
Okay, but now...
Right, what happens now?
Now they can do something. So I roll this.
Okay.
It's a D3. I can choose 3. I'll have that. They all have extra attacks. Plus
They all-
1 attacks.
do they?
Each model for the rest of the game will have plus 1 attack.
Is that
Okay.
more or less than they would have had if they just kept the extra guy?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay, so now we're going to do Cursed Earth.
Now we're going to do Cursed Earth.
Right. Give everyone here a 4-up and fun. Here we go. That
That's gone off.
passes.
Anyone want to stop me?
Anyone wants a 12? Roll
no,
a 12.
Okay. Thank
Right.
you.
And that's a 4-up and vulnerable save, right?
For them, for him, for them, and for
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
Okay, now we are going for Infernal Power, which is reroll wounds and hits of 1 for demonic units.
Okay.
This needs a 6.
And that's Snake Eyes. That looks like a perils to me.
It does look like perils.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Even though Bile is an apothecary, he can't heal people.
What?
Well,
He
he's not
just-
that kind of doctor.
No.
No.
He's the bad doctor. Not even the other kind.
Do you know what? I've got other spells I want to go off, so I'll take the hit.
You'll take the hit.
I'll take the hit.
D3 on your sorcerer.
There you go, 2 wounds on
He's
it.
got 2 wounds remaining.
He does indeed. Right, so now I'm going to the Terminator Sorcerer. Thank you very much.
Oh yes, him.
He is going to cast Prescience on these guys
Ooh.
to make them hit even better.
But they're already re-rolling hit rolls and wound rolls.
So
That's an 8.
That's an
Does
8.
anyone want to stop that?
I'll try.
Okay, you need a 9, Brap.
Come on, perhaps we believe.
Just like that with a 5.
Yeah, that's it.
So
So
they're now hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
you're right then.
I'm a bit choked up because it's so emotional. And we'll finish off with a cheeky smite on this fella.
Right.
Very good.
Cheeky smite passes. And that's
3
3 wounds
wounds.
on the killer can. The killer can's down to 2 wounds remaining. That is the end of the psychic phase as Bile enacts his plan. So, 1 minute. What's just happened?
Cheating.
Cheating. Confession time.
Yes.
I've realised I haven't deployed a squad of orc boys.
So there's even more orcs.
Somehow, there's
But
more
they're in the
models.
truck, right? You had the unit in the truck.
Shooter boys in the truck.
Yes.
The battle wagon, which
Yeah.
blew up, / truck,
Yeah.
was the knobs.
Right.
So they're out now. So there's another 11. Just 11 guys.
Another 11 guys.
You needed more models. You were doing
Let-
badly, so yeah.
Yeah, I think you need those extra models that you forgot to
Just in
put
case.
down. Well, there's 2 ways that we can deal with this. We can say that they come running in from his board edge, or we can make him spend the CP and he can outflank somewhere. I'm up for making him spend the CP and putting them in strategic reserve, because who's afraid of having some orcs running in from their deployment zone?
I got
Anyone?
scramblers.
Anyone? Anyone? Do you want them outflanking orcs? Or let the dice. Give me a dice. I'll decide. Give me a dice. Let the dice gods. Let Zinch decide. You approve of it.
What's the roll?
On a 1, 2, 3, they're coming on from your table edge. On a 4 up, you're spending the CP, and they're in strategic reserve. Okay.
Okay.
Zinch will let you know. They're coming on from your board edge. They were a bit late to the party, but you can deploy them 6 inches in next turn.
I'll take that.
Even more green stuff. Right, okay, shooting phase.
Shooting phase. Let's shoot some stuff. Okay. These can only shoot the Gene Stealers, so they're going to do that.
Is there a missile launcher in
There
there?
is a missile launcher in there.
But are you going to do the other one, or?
The other one.
Well, you know, the blast
Frag or
one.
crack.
I'm going to fraggot.
Fraggot.
Fraggot, so I'll do that afterwards. But these are the rapid fire bolters.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. And that's wounding on 4s. I know it.
3 5-ups. None.
And the blast.
One
we can
shot.
re-roll that. That was blast.
And it
hits. And
And
it
it
wounds.
wounds. Another one.
No AP.
Another one.
4 Gene Stealers go kaboom.
Okay, this is for their strength.
So selecting the obliterators.
Strength 8.
Strength 8 guns.
AP. -1.
Only -1.
And damage, this is the big one. 1.
Oh, strength 8, -1. 1 damage. Now you can select a target. So with that profile, the obliterators hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, are firing into the Gene Stealers. And because of all the buffs from all the psychic stuff, the Gene Stealers get wiped out. Where are we going to next, sir?
Fabius Bile is going to shoot his funny weapon called the Zyklus Needler.
Yes.
It is a 3-pistol weapon. He'll shoot that guy with it
In the killer can.
in the killer can. So, okay, he's hit twice. There are no rerolls because he's not that kind of general.
Right.
But he will wound on a +2 unless vehicle or Titanic. That's +2, isn't it?
It's the vehicle,
It's a
yes.
vehicle. Strength 6.
Toughness
So
6.
we need 6s.
Toughness 5, sorry.
Didn't wound. Oh, toughness 5.
Toughness 5.
Strength 2.
Oh. It doesn't wound.
It doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
Pistol, that, is it?
Oh, no,
It's good if it's infantry.
Strength
There's no
2.
infantry around here.
Strength 4, lads.
Strength 2 tough. Yeah, it doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound. Why did you fire at a vehicle?
Everything's a vehicle. I need infantry to shoot at.
Okay.
in the bin.
Got in the bin. Okay, well, the master possession will huck a crack blade at him.
Okay, Granada.
It misses because he's that.
Okay.
Right. This guy He has really good weaponry, but only if you're not a vehicle.
But bikers don't have the vehicle.
Bikers aren't vehicles, they're bikers.
No, they're not.
No.
They have bikers.
Yeah.
He is going to use a little something I gave him called hypergrowth bolts.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it will hit in the normal way it hits.
Okay.
So it hits, but it will always wound on a 2 unless you're a vehicle.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a one.
That laugh was real, Mookie. That laugh was loud
Because
and
he
real.
cast Infernal Power and he is also a demonic starter unit,
Right.
he can reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1.
Okay.
So there you go, it always wounded him and it is no AP but 4 damage.
4 damage on a biker. Biker makes the save.
That was worth.
So the last thing left to fire is the excruciator cannons from the Venom Crawler into the Broodlord.
No screens. There's a number of shots I'm going to have, D3 each.
Okay.
Great.
That's 2 shots.
That's 2
Stylus.
shots.
Yeah.
Bring it on, Stylus.
That's Snake
And
Eyes.
he is out of range of that. So
Yeah,
that's
you
on
missed.
top.
That
Okay,
wasn't-
so I'm definitely spending 2 CP on Endless Cacophony.
Endless Cacophony podcast coming out hot.
This is the number of
That's the strength at the start, isn't it? Strength 9.
Strength 9.
AP.
AP 3.
Minus
There we
3.
go. Come on,
Damage.
big money. There we go.
Ooh, it's the box. It's strength 9 minus 3. 3 damage. It's the magic number for the Endless Cacophony podcast.
Right. Yeah.
Which you've now got a target-rich environment to shoot at.
I do. And I'm also going to spend another CP on Veterans of the Long War.
You have 4 left.
Ooh.
It's alright, I'm not going to last until
Is that
turn
after
2.
you just spent the ex-veterans
2
as well?
CP for Endless Cacophony, 1 CP for veterans. Yeah.
Thank you for my glamorous assistant. Okay, where are we putting these shots now?
Into the big boy.
Into the big boy.
Can I bribe you to fire at the bikes instead?
No. I am hitting on 2s and I'm re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
Ouch.
We're going here.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's looking very good.
Can the big boy withstand
everything
this
is hit.
kind of reckless hate? Strength 9, toughness 8, would be 3s, but 2s.
2s also re-rolling 1s.
Because of
Veterans
veterans.
of the Long War.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So is
that's
that 12 wounds?
That's 12 wounds.
12 5 up invulnerable saves on the
3
side
damage apiece.
Haradrul.
Oh, he's so dead. I've got
How many wounds has he got?
18.
Okay. Oh.
It's not enough, is
no.
it? Oh, it's nowhere near enough.
How many is there? There's a lot of wounds. 30 damage come through on that thing. He's dead. Does he death throws? He doesn't death throws. He just gets melted in half.
I will remember that.
Lots of
Stylus.
command points there. And so at the end of the Creations of Bile shooting phase, the Scythe Haradrul wiped out, 10 Gene Stealers wiped out. It was a swift riposte. Now we have the Venom Crawler charging the Broodlord. It's a 7-inch charge, I believe.
Okay, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
And he failed the charge.
Charge by 1.
Come on, boy.
Some pretty easy.
Who says such a thing? That's silly. It's a command point. It's a command point. That's
Come
it.
on, boy.
Command point.
Come on, boy.
No one is ever going, command point. Command point, dang it.
Me,
Dang it, doing a command point.
Oh, it's gone weird now. It's a weird energy now, that.
Let that stand.
Huh?
These
What?
guys will charge you. We can have him.
That's a Broodlord. What are you doing?
Charge
I've
it. Charge
watched
it.
lots of battle reports.
This
where
is madness.
Broodlords are absolute rubbish.
Yeah, they aren't great.
They're in.
Perfect.
Saucy.
What is
I wouldn't have done that.
This guy is going to charge the Orc War Boss.
Oh dear.
Okay, so that is lesson 4.
The Orc War Boss.
Lovely.
So that's the Greater Possessed into the Orc War Boss.
Possessed. So we go there.
The Baby Possessed.
Baby Possessed are just going to charge the bikes. Actually,
The bikes, okay. They're in.
Any there?
The Warbikers overwatched into the Possessed before they went charging in and did no wounds. The Greater Possessed is in on the War Boss, and then we have Bile, the Sorcerer, the other Sorcerer surrounding the Killer Cans. There were some more attempted charges as well. The Mutilators tried to charge the Lictor, and you spent a CP to reroll, and you failed it. The idea was, even if you get in engagement range of the Lictor, it could have tailed back with one of the Mutilators and been in engagement range of the objective there, the member of the 13th. So we have charges here with bikes, with all your characters, with the War Boss, and over here with the Broodlord. Where would you like to start before these people spend some CP and fight you back?
Okay, I need... Oh, this is tricky because if the Possessed roll high, they could take them out. If they
Yes.
roll low, I've squandered my only chance.
Yes.
So let's do that.
So we're starting here with the Creations of Bile. The possessed attacking the boys.
Yes, their strength is now up to 7 because they are both boosted by Bile and in range of him.
Okay.
They're hitting on 3s, again rerolling 1s because they're in the range of his infernal power.
Right. So 3s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
Okay, it's a couple of 1s to reroll. Wounding on...
He's heavy.
Toughness is 5, is it? Toughness 5, so wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Here we are after all the re-rolls. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
What's the AP?
-2.
-2.
Yep, so that is...
Damage?
Damage 1, unfortunately.
Damage 1. So this is a lot of 6-up saves on these
16 to
Warbuckers.
make.
16 6-up saves, Monkey. And they have 3 wounds each. And there's 2 bikers left. The Knob and one of the Warbuckers on 2 wounds, right? Is anyone paying
I interrupt.
Me!
Bathsheba interrupting with the Broodlord here, hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s and re-rolling all failed wounds because that's what Broodlords do. Now the 6s are AP -6.
Okay, so
These are AP -3.
5 6s.
Yes.
They're all dead.
The Broodlord gets some lunch, is aiming down towards the Venom Crawler. I think Monkey shouted about interrupting as well.
Yes.
I think that puts you down to 0 CP.
2 left.
2 left. Where would you like?
I got 4.
Where would you like to interrupt?
Torn between this combat
Right.
or this combat.
Oh yeah, dustbin goblin.
The goblin dustbin.
Okay.
It's got to be, I think, haven't it?
But he's only got. Oh, he's still got an extra attack because of WoW.
Because it's still turn 1.
Right.
Unbelievably.
So
So I think we're going to go into Bile just because I'm spiteful.
you're gonna kill Bile.
I'm going to try.
Okay. Forced to hit Bile. You hit him once.
Oh no.
Dust Blin.
How many wounds has Bile got?
5.
This is a -3 damage weapon.
Well, CP.
Okay. You hit twice.
Oh, imagine if he gets killed by a Gretchen.
I
This
don't
would
have
be...
an invent save.
You don't have an
Oh
invuln.
my god.
-3.
2s to wound.
Oh, monkey.
Oh, he's gonna live. -3 damage.
Okay, so I'm saving.
Bile's gonna live.
I'm saving
Just
the
one. Just one.
So I've lost it, but I also got a 5-up feel no pain because of the Chigurian.
Okay.
So I only lose 2 wounds.
2 wounds. It was heroic stuff there. The goblin in a bin
Gone in a bin. Need
trying to
heal.
take out Fabius Bile.
You got 4.
And so after Monkey tried to take out Stylus's warlord, now we're coming here to the greater possessed.
Yeah, yes.
Stylus trying to take out Monkey's warlord.
Yes, I've spent Veterans of the Long War, so his strength, which was already huge, is now +1 to wound. Hitting on 2s, because that's what he does. Rerolling 1s because he's in Cursed Earth Aura.
Right.
Wounding on 2s because of Veterans. Rerolling 1s because of Cursed Earth Aura.
You really want this war boss dead,
I
huh?
want this war boss dead.
2s to hit.
Oh, well.
At least you got the rerolls.
Yeah,
Twos to
everything
wound
hits.
'cause of veterans.
Use to wound.
Rerolling. And what's the AP of his claws?
AP is -2.
-2. You've got 6-up saves to make here, Monkey.
Are we ready?
Yes. You don't make any, Monkey.
D3 damage.
Well, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's well dead.
and the greater possess wipes out Monkey's war boss. It's 2 CP for Orcs is never beaten to fight back.
Slap it.
No, you've only got 1 CP left.
No.
No,
He had
you
three,
spent.
he had three.
He had 4, and he spent 1 on a reroll.
Yeah, so he has 3 left.
You had 4. You spent 2 to interrupt, plus 1 on a reroll. Leaves you with 1.
No, I had 6, and then I spent 2. The 2 went in. My witness.
Yeah, he
Is
has
it?
6. He spent 2 on interrupting.
It's like herding cats. It's difficult here.
All
Okay,
you got to
so
do is listen.
okay, I'm listening. Orcs is never beaten. The war boss is gonna. We can edit that out. Edit that out. It's gonna hit the Master of Possession back.
Greater possessed.
That's the one. Right, 6 attacks because of WoW. Hitting on 2s with his killy claw. 5 hits. That's nice. It's strength 10 or 12. What's his toughness?
Toughness is
Strength 12.
6 because of his,
Oh,
his
still 2s
supreme
to wound.
creation.
Still 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
4 up and vulnerable save.
4 up in vulnerable save because of Cursed Earth.
Yeah.
Just like that. How many do I take?
Ooh.
How much damage is this weapon, Monkey?
Please hold.
The Relic Claw did a flat 3 damage to the Greater Possessed, but didn't take him out. The Greater Possessed has killed the head of this war, Monkey's war boss.
First war boss down.
First, what?
First war boss of the Hobbypocalypse to go down.
My big mum has died on turn 1, so it
We counting that.
was a long time ago. I don't know.
Have we got any more fights?
Yeah, we got all these guys.
I don't know.
Okay. 3 characters attacking a lone killer can.
Okay. Bile should have the honour.
Bile.
So was that your ward? Oh.
Hitting on 2s. Ooh.
No, that's not warlord.
That's the false idea.
Does it first warlord?
Wounding, because
Doesn't
he's
matter,
using
does
the
it?
Rod of Torment. His strength is now 6.
Okay. 3s to wound.
Oh, okay.
AP.
AP -1, D3 damage.
Okay. 6 4-up saves on your killer cans. Monkey.
Hold on, little goblin. Hold
Come
on,
on.
little goblin.
Goblin in a bin. Let's go,
Yeah,
buddy.
just
5 saves. No. That's a D3 a time. He's only got 2 wounds left. Does he blow up? He doesn't blow up.
Ah, yes.
Last goblin in a bin gets taken out by Bile himself. Right, that's the end of all the attacking models, but the pain train will continue for Stylus because the war bikers can get to fight back now. Remember, Wah has been called, so that knob there with a power claw has got 4 attacks hitting these possessed, and he hits on 4s. He's strength 10 right now, so what's the toughness of these possessed?
Tough 4.
They're okay, wounding on 2s against the possessed.
Don't forget Goffs.
Goffs. Oh yeah, that's an extra hit. 4 hits with a claw. 2s to wound. 2 wounds with a claw. 4-up invulnerable save because of cursed thingy bob.
Lovely.
Make the save. Then we have the little cheeky chap. Little cheeky chap. He hits. And there's a Goff strike. Yes. 4s to wound. He wounds all 4 times, the little cheeky chap, at AP -1.
4 ups either way. 1 hit goes through. What's the
1
damage?
takes 1 wound. Just 1 wound. That is the end of all the fights. We have some morale on your knobs here. Don't roll high. Let's see what you get. Drop dice don't count. 1.
Happy knob.
What?
Those are very, very happy knob. The knob is happy with his little boy playing around with the possessed. He's having a good scrap here, so it's an orc happy place. That is the end of turn 1. Stylus has got some mutilators and some stuff hanging around here. And he's got 0 points. You've got your Broodlord and a couple of units hanging around there. There is a Trigon in reserve, though. You can still jump up from underground.
Do that again?
But you've got 2 points.
Yeah.
Sultan is... Where is the guy that you grabbed? Oh, he was here
I
with the
don't know.
Death Dread, but he got wiped out, so you're on
Well,
1
they're all
point.
running in next turn, so.
So it's 3 points to Monkey, 2 points to Brap, 1 point to Sultan, and 0 points to Stylus. And looking across the battle grid, the team that seems to have the most resources left seems to be Monkey, because he forgot to put a unit down.
Hooray for stupidity.
Sultan
It works.
because everyone ran away from him. And then I don't know who's doing worse between Creations of Bile and the High Fleet right now.
Top.
Okay, so that took about 7 hours. Let's have a break and then come back in turn 2.
Yep.
All right, then let's see who's got the initiative in turn 2.
It's Monkey.
No.
Here we are after the Orcs movement phase in turn 2. We did some shuffling, some mad running around with the 13th in the middle as they try and survive the Hobbypocalypse. Basically, these 3 units, these 3 miniatures stayed still, but the other 2 swap positions. So Monkey's still got this one, and that one down there, and over here, after he charged through with his truck, and there's shooter boys in the truck, the Death Dread jumping over the wall, coming down this way towards Sultan's Death Watch. Round here, the Warbikers, are just staying in combat. They're not Warbikers anymore, normal bikers. And the unit that he forgot about come running on this quarter. And you have a weird boy that wants to do some spells.
Before that, we've
Before
got Pain Boy. He's going to
Yes.
use a Sawbones ability.
Okay,
On a 2+, he can add 2 wounds back to a character.
right.
But on a 1,
He kills him.
he inflicts 1 mortal wound.
And he's got 1 wound left.
So 1 wound. But
But,
Grot Orderly,
yes.
I can reroll if it's a 1.
Okay,
So there's a lot riding on this.
okay.
Ready?
Don't roll a 1.
Are you ready?
You're not stylish, you won't roll a 1.
Are you
anyway.
ready?
You rolled a 1.
Come on, another one. Give us another one, Monkey. That's what we want to
Is this
see.
a-
Could you say there's a grot lying on us?
Grot is like,
The Grot is helping him out now. Don't roll another 1. So that happened. So this unit, who you were going to warp out, you were going to jump somewhere in the battle grid, is dead. Your weird boy is dead. The Grot Orderly could not help him. There were some orky things going on.
Grot a disaster.
I mean, honestly, Grot happened here. Oh dear.
It's a Grotcha moment.
It is a Grotcha moment.
Grot away to go.
It's really funny, isn't it? It's a Grot
really
away to go. Yeah.
Please, can we have any more of these puns and carry on with the match, please?
Grot away to go.
So that's the psychic phase over now. So Grot, are you going to do now? So the Dev Dread is starting off the shooting phase by flaming its Scorcher into what now? The unit of 5 or the unit of 9?
Yes.
Okay, go for it. Oh, that's another one.
Another one, yay!
Which wounds on a 3. It doesn't wound. Right, it seems that the fates are turning against Monkey. So what else you grot?
Grot him.
Grot him good there, didn't I? Grot him good. Right, what are we doing?
We shoot in.
Yes.
Shoot boy from the truck into these guys.
Okay.
Stop.
All the shooter boys. What?
I just said no stop.
Yeah. 6s to hit.
He almost did though.
Dagger, because of the trees and things.
That one, come on. You're rolling hot over here, killing all those lot, and then like one. Come on, monkey.
Force to wound. That doesn't wound. You still don't have to roll any dice yet, so stand down.
It's been about
Stand
3
down.
hours, yeah.
Then we tidied up the remainder of the shooting down here with the Orcs. No Grotcha moments. The Death Watch didn't have to save anything. Now we're coming across to the Looters, firing down at the Librarian in Terminator armor because characters can't block characters and he's not within 3 inches of a unit. He's in danger.
He grot me.
So now you're going to shoot him with some death guns with the Looters. 5s to hit here. 5s to hit. And you hit. You hit 3 times this time. I'm proud of you. 3s to wound. You wound once. It's -1.
-1, okay, so
Yes.
3 up save.
You make the 3 up save. And then the spanner, D6 shots.
D3.
Oh, 1 shot. Which hits. And it's strength 8. It doesn't wound. And that is the end of the Orc shooting phase. Nothing happened whatsoever. Let's charge some things. So charging, have you figured out what you're charging at?
I think I'm going to charge the Warlord.
Deathwatch Warlord. Here.
Yes.
Roll 2d6. It's re-rollable. Here we go. That's a 7 you're going to get in anyway. And the Storm Boys make it into this 5-man kill team here. The Death Dread has made it in over here. Those are the only charges this turn. Now we fight. So Commander Monkey is starting off with the Death Dread. Stage 2 of the WoW is in effect, so it's still got an extra attack. A gazillion attacks now on Death Dreads. Hitting on 3s against the Death Watch Captain. And you hit 5 times.
6s explode.
6s, oh yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Very honourable. Not like Stylus.
2s to wound.
That's salt in the wound there, Silas.
5 wounds. 4 up invulnerable shield saves coming up. Each of these doing 3 damage.
Oh my god, he's bossed it. He's absolutely bossed it.
So far the Orcs, of course, no damage to anyone.
Kinda weird, like.
Oh yeah, apart from themselves. And now Sultan is paying 2 CP to interrupt. Well, no.
I think the tide has shifted.
Maybe.
Those sands I stood on kind of...
Sands has moved and
He's gone.
he's gone. I think you've got him here.
Shall I hit him with a thunder hammer?
Let's hit him with the thunder hammer.
He's gone.
Force to
Still
hit.
fun.
Hits every time. Oh, hits 3 times.
3 times, killing on 2s. Right, so that's 2 of the Storm
Re-rolling
Boys
ones. Are they
dead.
troops or something else?
Fast.
Okay, so just 2.
Okay, it's AP -2. They're dead. Two Storm Boys are dead.
Right.
Then you've got the other 12 attacks,
Yep.
which hit on 3s. And
Rerolling
rerolls
ones.
once. Here we are after the rerolls, wounding on 5s. Is the Tactical Doctrine still in effect? Oh no, it is the Tactical Doctrine. Until your battle round, I made a mistake. So until your battle round, it stays as tactical.
Okay.
Anyway, he's only got 6 up saves. That's 5 wounds that came through on the Storm Boys. And I think they're dead. So paying to interrupt, that's a dead unit of Storm Boys. The Death Dread has bounced. That's it for the charging units. Now we're on to defenders. Now we're on to Bile, fighting the War Bikers.
My possessed. Let's see how many attacks they get this time.
Okay.
Ooh, they get the big 3, plus another 1 for Bile Bile's little thing. So 4 attacks each.
Yes.
7 possessed left.
And they're still re-rolling all the things and the things.
Still in the bubble.
And hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s with only a 6-up save. The last 4 wounds on those War Bikers wiped out. Suddenly, the Orcs flank here has collapsed. They've done absolutely no damage in their turn except to themselves. And then we come over here to the captain fighting back against the Death Dread, who he'll hit on 2s. Words. And he will wound on 5s. And the Death Dread needs to make a 6-up save. He will live though. This is only a damage 2 weapon. The Death Dread is down to 1 wound remaining. And that is the end of Monkey's turn 2. He has done nothing. Nothing at all. Except for secure himself 3 more points. And roar off in the lead at 6 points. The next closest person is Brat with 2. Sultan at 1. Stylish is 6 points behind right now.
Goose egg.
But we're going to roll now to see who gets turn 2, who gets the next action.
All right,
okay. I'm sorry about that, by the way.
Stung. It really stung.
Yeah, I know. It was painful to watch.
A bit tender on my little bum.
Yeah, but you're winning though, so don't panic. Okay, here we go. So we've got 4.
I had a 4.
Someone had a 4 before Brapscallion rudely knocked it over.
I swore. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
It's Sultan. Turn 2. The Emperor's finest, the Angels of Death, stride forward into the Hobbypocalypse. We have a charge lining up here. And all they have to do, this squad, is charge the truck. And you should be able to get a point there, because currently Sultan's only on 1 point. The aircraft, the Corvus Black Star, has zipped across and is in engagement range of the 13th model down there. So he does score. It's an objective. So you are in range of that objective, even though you're an aircraft. You can score it. The aggressors, what's this kill team called?
This is an Indomitor kill team.
Indomitor kill team. It's got an apothecary here. He healed one of the dudes, picked up another dude for a CP. So all the shooting from High Fleet Bathsheba a moment ago to try and whittle this unit down, negative. It's full up. It's up to full combat capacity because the apothecary doesn't use dirty needles. Okay, he managed to pick up a dude.
He didn't find it on the floor and go.
Yeah. So moving up, claiming 2 of the objectives shortly. We have a pistol in combat with the captain trying to finish off this dread. You can choose your combat doctrine now. It's the start of your battle round.
So it's turn 2 still. I think I'm going to stick with the tactical.
Stick with the tactical.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to hit that dreadnought on a 2. And he's going to wound that dreadnought on a 5. I say dead dreadnought, I mean Death Dread. He doesn't punch through the steel hide. Now we have some guns. We are attempting, with this kill team here, when I say we, I mean Sultan, we're attempting to kill the Lictor over there.
Freudian slip, we, unbelievable.
Yeah. Forced to hit with your mortis rounds. And you're re-rolling 1s because the captain's right there. And it's strength 5 versus toughness 4. Wounding on 3s.
Mortal wounds, so 3 wounds at -2.
3 wounds at -2, each doing 2 damage, I believe, the mortis rounds into the Lictor. We have a dead Lictor. The remaining shots went into the commandos and killed 1 of them. Now this squad, the second squad of intercessors, are firing all their guns up into the commandos as well. 2 of them are in rapid fire range. You're hitting on 4s and you're wounding on 5s. And that's a wound. And it's a 4-up save because they're in commandos in cover. 5-up save. Another commando bites the dust. 2 of them have been removed as casualties so far. That's all this lot here that have fired.
Yeah.
Again, lining up the charge on the truck. Now we have this big kill team looking this way and this way, which is rather interesting. Okay, line of sight and range is a thing. So it turns out that one of the eradicators is firing up here to the commando. And the other 2 eradicators can fire at the exocrine. The 3rd one's out of range, otherwise it would fire that way as well. all the other shots coming into this squad because you want to charge that squad.
Yeah, it's 8-inch charge.
8-inch charge over the barricade, and it'll get you closer to that objective. Right, let's see if you can hit a commando.
4s.
No.
Rerolling 1s.
Oh, yes.
No.
Are you?
Is it
Definitely.
troops?
It's 6 inches.
No.
Well, you've got a captain there.
Oh, I'm losing my mind. Okay. Right, 1 hit.
1 hit.
Rerolling 1s because it's Death Watch against Xenos. That
Well,
doesn't
it's
wound.
not a troop choice, so
Is it
you
not?
wouldn't have got it.
Oh,
Commandos were elite.
but there's a lieutenant there.
Yes. So it did wound.
All the rerolls.
So it's dead. It's a dead commando. Because there's a lieutenant there. Dead commando. One of these is dead. 3 casualties taken away. There is a lieutenant. Right. The other 4 shots going that way into the extra cream.
Yeah.
We're going to get this right at some point.
3s.
3s to hit. 4s to
4s.
wound.
Just 1.
1 wound. No save on the extra cream. D6 damage.
For
Yeah.
3.
The extra cream's got... I think they start off with 13 wounds or 12 wounds. It's something weird.
Sounds alright.
Heavy bolt rifles into these. 3s. Lots of 2s. 3s.
And they
Lots
are
of 2s
troops.
again.
Oh,
1.
one little bug.
Yeah.
That's
and
a
then
really...
heavy bolter.
It's a really bad shooting phase so far. It reminds
Yeah.
me of Monkey.
Rerolling 1s.
Yes, 3 hits.
3 kills.
3 more killed. Okay, so 4 little bugs there died. Any more shots?
Yeah, the aggressor with his 6.
Then the remaining shots from the aggressor in the kill team dropped the little unit of bugs down to 1 left before the Corvus Blackstar turned around and finished them off. The other shots from the Corvus Blackstar, we've got las cannons going into the spider.
Yes.
Okay, all right, let's do that. 3s to hit the spider. 1 hit. 3s to wound the spider. It wounds.
5 up invent.
Nice.
Thank you very
Make
much.
the save. The demonic hide stands firm. The 6 missile shots went into the obliterators with a 3-up save there. No wounds done. That's the end of the shooting phase, I believe.
Yes.
For the Death Watch, they've killed a small swarm of bugs, hurt the exocrine. Where are we charging?
We're going to charge this lot into here and this lot into the truck.
Okay, 8-inch charge here over the
I'm
barricade,
also
right?
unconscious. Monkey's got 2 CP to interrupt, so I'm going to charge this into the killer can because I reckon they can kill it.
Okay,
It's to stop my captain getting mushed.
right.
So this is the big one.
The big one.
8-inch charge with the
Come on,
-2.
come on.
Ooh,
That's a 5-inch
CP.
charge. That's a failed charge.
Just for the CP. They're
That's
not
a
in.
4-inch. That's a failed charge into the little bugs. Rapscallion's really happy. Let's see how far this squad goes.
They get a 12-inch
12.
charge.
Why
so
couldn't
they're
you roll
coming
that with
right
the other
round onto the objective.
So 2 successful charges there. Intercessors on truck and another kill team on the Dread. Then after rolling to hit and rolling to wound these attacks into the Death Dread, 9 wounds were caused. 9 3-up saves. It has 1 wound remaining. All this to try and save your captain. And it fails a couple of saves. The Death Dread is gone. Does it go kablooey?
Uh-oh.
It does not go kablooey. This kill team come in and save their captain. Now we have this squad attacking a truck. The unit consolidates forward. Now we have the other team hitting the truck. Here's the hammer. It's hammer time.
4s.
Reroll the 1. And 3s to wound. And it wounds at AP -2. 2. Flat 3 damage. You need a 6-up save on the truck. Because it's strength 8, Ramshackle doesn't kick in. So that is 3 wounds off the truck. It's got 7 wounds remaining. Then the remainder of the kill team attack the truck on 3s. And they reroll 1s because it's Xenos. And they'll be wounding the truck on 5s. Can they crack it open? Do they want to crack it open?
Not really, no.
That's 3 more wounds.
4.
4 more wounds. In total, the truck took 4 wounds. It's got 6 wounds left. But that allowed Sultan and the Death Watch to get onto that objective. And that objective over there. Getting you 2 points, Sultan. Making it 6 points to Monkey, 3 points to Sultan, and 2 points to Brap. And the fat 0 to Stylus. Now it's your 2 guys' turn. Let's see who gets to activate first here. Brap or Stylus. And it is a draw.
Roll again,
Tense.
Stylus.
It's tense. It is Stylus. Stylus gets to activate. Brap will go last, and Brap hasn't got
Look at all my models.
much left. Well, there is a Broodlord over there. That thing might be able to survive. Stylus might run away from it. Okay, here we are after the creations of Bile movement phase. There was some advancing going on here and a CP spent.
Yes, I bought macro tensile sinews.
Right.
For the unit possessed.
Yes.
Means they can advance and charge. They also get +1 to their advance and +1 to their charge.
And you rolled good, and you got all the way around here.
So that was just 7. They've got a movement 8 already, so they just raced up there.
And they're on these 2 objectives, and they could charge the commando if they so wish.
They can.
The mutilators have hopped over the wall. You're still an inch away from the aircraft, but you're outnumbering it now, so you have that objective.
Yep.
And then there's lots of shuffling and careful measuring to making sure the auras are going off.
Yes.
And then you were talking to Brapscallion like he was your bestest friend.
What's
going on?
The Hive Mind has been speaking to me.
What has the Hive Man been saying to you?
Please save us. Please save us from these black space reeds of death.
Your only hope. So, I'm in on the Hive Mind, so what I'll be doing is I won't be targeting any of the Hive Mind.
Okay.
An extra command point has been gifted to me.
To not target the Hive Mind.
Also to do Ender's Cacophony if I need it.
Can we just mention that there was a 3-way alliance with the Orcs?
Yes.
Let's be an alliance, it's okay, we'll gang up against Sam.
Yes.
He's planning on charging this one, so the alliance is clearly dead from our side. So,
I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
So, me and my new friend.
The death watch of the Zenith.
If the Orcs want to go punching that way, I'm not going to stop them.
So I think that might be a thing.
And also, if those Orcs start shifting around here, I'm probably not going to shoot at them. I'm not going to charge them either. I'm just going to
He
leave
just
them to it.
battered all your Orcs into oblivion, and you won't be mates with him.
But it was a good scrap though.
It was a very good scrap.
Right, before anything happens, you've got to an engagement range of 2 of the 13th, who could turn around and stab the possessed on 4s. Does 1 mortal wound to possessed. One of them was injured.
One was injured.
And this 13th, next to the mutilators, shanks one of them as well. One of the mutilators is down to 1 wound remaining. This is after Bile put wounds back on, which is something he can do.
He's on himself because he does himself. He doesn't help other people. And the greater possessed carapace relic put a wound on himself as well.
Okay.
But now it's the end of the movement phase, so
I should have taken a mortal wound over here, or at least have a chance to take a mortal wound over here. Or did you roll it?
we did that.
Yes, you take a mortal wound over here after the charge in.
Honest Sultan, love it.
I think I did the truck. I did the truck in your phase. I remember doing the truck.
And now Bile is within 6 inches of the mutilators.
Right.
This is big money because these guys are at 50 points each, and I could just kill one on a roll of a 1.
Right.
But as Monkey has shown us, how often does that happen?
Don't roll a 1. You don't roll a 1.
And let's see what happens now. So that's the not killing them. And now the benefit is a 5, which could give an extra attack, but because the Surgeon Acolytes, I can modify that roll.
Right.
I turn it down to a 4, they get +1 toughness. They're now tough 5.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5 mutilators.
Okay. So now we're on to the psychic phase for the alliance of the creations of Bile and the Tyranids.
Indeed.
An unholy alliance brewed only in the Hobbypocalypse. Where are we starting the psychic phase, sir?
This guy, he is in Cursed Earth range of all these things. So
Don't worry, these alliances won't last very long.
I'm good.
Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth.
Okay.
Give
And
me
what's
this to
that?
go off.
Power armor.
Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth
That
goes
off unless you want to deny it.
No, I'm not going to deny it. I don't want to anger him because he's got some really hard units.
Yes.
4 up invulnerable save.
And I think, do I want to do Infernal Power? I could blow my head off, but I don't, and it doesn't go off. So Infernal Power doesn't happen. He will do Prescience back on the Obliterators.
Right.
That doesn't happen, and he will do a Cheeky Smite up against him.
That's the cheeky smite on the flyer, which does 2 mortal wounds to the flyer. Worth noting, the flyer already lost a wound because the 13th did a mortal wound to him. The objective did a mortal wound to him as you flew over.
It
He threw a grenade.
It was a slam dunk shank.
Yeah. So the that's down to 9 wounds left? 11 wounds left on the Corvus Black Star. That's the end of the psychic phase. We have a 4 up invulnerable save bubble going on here. Stylus has only got 1 CP remaining. It would have been 0.
2 CP, I've been bribed with 1. That's still due me.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Here goes my 2 CP.
Please pass it over to the corrupt powers of chaos. Take it with our.
So you did have 1 CP, but you just gave him a CP. Right, so now we're shooting some guns.
Okay, well, let's not mess around. Let's do the Obliterators into the Corvus.
Right.
Back to 4s. I know I was happy at something. So these are the hits.
The Obliterators are hitting on 4s. Those are the hits. This is strength 7, so you're wounding on 4s. It is AP -1, but 3 damage.
4 up save.
4 up saves. You fail them all.
It takes 9 wounds.
That's 9 wounds. How many's it got left?
2
It has
wounds
2
left.
wounds left.
2 wounds left. Near critical hit on the Corvus Black Star.
This is a job for the Zyklos Needler.
Okay.
Hits twice.
Yes. Doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound, it's only strength 2. Okay.
Right.
This is a job for...
The Venom Crawler?
Yeah, he's going to hit everything else. Okay, 2d3 excruciator cannons.
Okay, 3 shots.
3 shots.
Hitting on 4s. Hits twice.
I think it's hitting on 5s. These haven't been updated.
Really?
It's only as weapon skill, ballistic skill 4.
Oh.
It's flying.
Oh,
only
so one hit.
But its strength is through. So
That
it's minus 2.
Minus 2 on the Corvus.
Nope.
It fails to save.
D3.
Yay! Do I crash and
We
burn?
have a Corvus Black Star down. We have a Corvus Black Star down.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And some Death Watch fall out of the back hatch as it comes
We'll take
crashing
care
down.
of
Ow!
Any more shots, sir?
We're going to put a few pistol shots into those. Thump, thump, thump.
Pistol shots killed the things that were already dead, that were just decorating the base. They're gone. So these are fired.
So the only thing I can do in this cacophony on is those guys there.
But then
We have a deal.
part of the alliance.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it then.
So we're charging with the possessed into the commandos.
A wee charge.
There's only one commando left there. You make the charge. We
Okay.
did do the morale test on that commando. He was a brave boy.
Rolled a
But
one.
I don't think he can withstand all these attacks by the possessed that are about to come in.
It's prestige.
Then we did the attacks off camera because, you know, the commando is not going to survive, right? But he gets bonuses to his saves in cover. And you boxcard it. He's alive. He's still alive. The spawn, the possessed outnumber you on that objective, though. They will take the objective. But at least the commando can fight back. This commando, this old lead model, he's the boss knob. He's a boss knob. He's hitting back on 3s.
3 attacks, plus still in war because
Yep.
it's in 2.
Let's see if he can do any damage. He'll be wounding
Goths.
on 3s. Goths.
Thank you.
Go.
Okay,
You're gonna take
that's
the unit.
5 hits. Winning on 3s.
Drop
Drop dice,
That's
don't count.
exciting.
He wounds 4 times at -1, 2 damage each. These possessed could be in
They've
trouble.
got 2 wounds each, so I'm saving on 4s.
Oh dear,
I'll
he
lose
failed
3.
3 times. You lose
So I'm
3.
going to have to take from outside the aura
Yeah,
so I can claim my points.
yeah.
So he's going to stay there, but then let's take this chap here. Wow.
Okay.
Get him out. Get
Do
him
they,
out.
do they have a leadership test to make?
Well, let's find out.
Don't roll a 6 and then we'll have to check. You rolled a 6. Now
Oh
we have
my
to
god.
check.
I
Oh
lost
my
4
god.
of them.
You lost 4 that turn, so you've lost another
Lost
one,
another one.
leaving 2 left. And you lose another one in the morale phase. 1 minute, what happened there? The possessed came charging forward, advanced and charged, racing into... Well, no, you see, there, that's
You're
contested.
outnumbered, yeah.
Here, you
There's
do
6
get
possessed.
a point.
Don't worry, Stannis. I'll avenge those brothers. Fallen.
6 possessed.
Ready to fight a truck.
Can I just say first though?
Yes.
Everybody was like, just pick him up, just pick
Not
him up. He's
everyone.
dead. He's dead. Sam wasn't. Sam was there with me.
No, because you two are
Fight to the
best
bitter
buddies
end.
now.
Oh,
Bitter end.
sickening.
See, that's the first
Sickening.
Says you two, like, going over there shaking
This is
hands.
just a marriage of convenience and nothing more.
All right, okay. Deathwatch are going to attack a truck now. And the sergeant with the hammer destroys the truck. 2 of the orcs died as they clambered out. The truck did not explode. That's what it looks like at the end of this combat. This is what it looks like at the end of Creations of Bile's turn 2. Essentially, Stylus did what Monkey did and killed more of his own models in his phase than he did of the enemy. But he has got 2 points. He does control this member of the 13th here and this member of the 13th here, which means it's 6 points to Monkey, 3 points to Sultan, and only 2 points to Stylus and Brap. Basically, this end of the table, this is the losing end. Up this end of the table, Stylus and Sultan and Monkey, this is the winning end of the table. However, Brap Scallion has got his turn with his very few models left to influence the apocalypse. Here we are after Hive Fleet Bathsheba's movement phase. The Broodlord is coming back into the fight. The Shooty Bug staying in the backfield, ready to shoot. And then we had some movement with the little bugs up here. So you're now on 1, 2 objectives. And at the end of your movement phase, the Hormagaunts take a mortal
What are you having
wound.
a laugh like? Just leave him alone.
As one of the 13th shivs one in the back. You have a Trigon, which can
Yeah.
come bursting up onto the battle grid right now. Is your Trigon bursting up onto the battle grid?
No, because I've been trying to cajole him into this bit here. But
Right.
his base is too big. It's carnage. I shouldn't have deep struck him like everyone else didn't. Silly boy.
So, but it looks like he needs reinforcements.
Narrative twist.
He does.
The reason everyone is flocking here is because there was something spawned underneath that might be about to erupt. So perhaps Scallion, we, the other 3 horsemen, really appreciate the graft you put in the last 6 months, making all this magic happen. The creative direction, the hard work and all the editing. So we all clubbed together and we got you a little token because we're watching your videos and we heard you say how much you liked the old metal Carnifex.
Yeah.
And we thought, what can we do?
No way!
This is for you, from us.
Oh, whoa!
Reinforcements
Thank you
inbound.
so much.
How cool is that?
Oh, it's painted! Oh no!
What's the matter? What's the matter?
It's the 3rd edition with his stupid eyes. But I still love it. Look at it! Look at the face on that! So the one with the claws is the one that's the one I like, and this is the...
That's not the one you wanted.
That's not the one Carnifex.
I mean,
Is that the one you
Are
wanted?
you saying you don't like it?
we ride 2021. No, I love it. You've actually managed to make it look awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
And so at the end of Bathsheba's movement phase, a Carnifex comes crumbling out of the rubble, rumbling out of the rubble here. Reinforcements back in the Tyrannid's lines. Now we're onto the psychic phase. What is the Broodlord doing?
He's not doing anything because we are bugs of honour, and
Stylus
I can
just-
only do synaptic law, which I'm not charging anything.
And Stylus just gave you a brand new bottle.
And he gave me a brand new bottle, so I'm not doing anything. We're going to class him as a screamer killer for this game because I know the rules and it's nice and easy, but I'll use him as a DAC effect. So thoughtful. So nothing. He doesn't have Catalyst, which he could have used for a million turns, but he hasn't. So
Right.
it's a shooting phase.
Shooting phase. Where are we shooting, sir?
Everything into those. Absolutely everything.
Everything down here. So the Exocrine with pathogenic slimes shooting down into the heavy squad. One more time, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound.
Bit better.
That's better. That's much better. That's 7 wounds coming through. 7, 5 up invulnerable saves because of the relic
minus a
storm
million,
shield.
yeah?
Yes.
5 up saves.
And each of these is doing 3 damage.
Okay.
First set of shrugs. Oh,
1 dies.
one's dead. Second.
1
dead.
dies. Couple dice.
Third set. He's
One
alive.
lives.
And the last set. Dead.
He's dead.
So only 3 models die in the end. Now the Hive Guard are taking a shot. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. And that's 3 wounds. 3 5 up saves. Assault.
Is AB minus loads again? Is
Minus
that?
2.
Minus 2.
So 5 up saves.
Fail them all.
Each doing D3 damage. For 2
No. So 1 1 2.
and 2 and 1. 4 of the heavy intercessors, 4 of this kill team have died. Now, are you doing it all again?
It's nothing personal, sort of. I'm not going to have many units to spend my CP.
So what he said is, he's like, there's lots of good. I'm not going to shoot a stylus. I'm not going to shoot a monkey. But,
Oh no! I don't think.
Now you know he's not going to do it once. He's going to do it twice.
Do you know what? Do you know what? You're right. You're right. As my gift to you, you're thinking I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do
You
it.
should probably shoot him.
There's still 3 eradicators left
There's
in
3
this
Was it
one.
3 eradicators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably shoot
They're a
him.
mixed kill team.
Yeah. Let's
All
shoot
right,
'em.
3s to hit,
Oh, you'll be glad
3.
at this salt, and I missed 3 already.
3 hits, 3s to wound, 2 wounds, 2 5 up saves, Sultan.
Make
Make
one
one
fail
fail,
one.
1 D3 damage, 1 6 up save.
No, you kill
You
the
kill
heavy
one
bolter.
more. That's all. Most of the heavy bolt was gone. There are still 3 eradicators in there, but at least it's going to be a morale test. We have a charge coming on. The Hormagaunts going to try and charge the commando, or are you just going to stay there where you're outnumbering them? Bear in mind that he is the slayer of possessed.
Yeah, I need points because the thing is, as well, if I charge, then I might get out of engagement.
You might
this
get
one.
out of engagement
So I'm
range.
just going to stay there because he's proven his worth, that commando. So I'm just going to stay. They're going to stare in awe at him.
You've got 2 points here,
Yeah.
basically.
You don't
I'm
need to kill my kill
sorry,
team as well.
I'm ruining the scenery. They have a morale test to take.
Leadership 8.
Leadership
they
8.
lost 5.
Ooh, this could sting. This is going to sting.
Yes,
Whoa.
get him out.
No, another one runs away. And then on 1s, because they're Space Marines. Okay. So what we have left here is a 3-man Eradicator kill team with an Apothecary and a Lieutenant.
All that work, and there's an full Eradicator squad still left.
Basically, yeah. That's the end of turn 2. Hive Fleet Bathsheba getting some deep penetration into this board, along with the creation of Biles. The Space Marines finally taking a bit of a pounding. At the end of turn 2, Monkey's on 6 points, Brap is on 4, Sultan is on 3, and Stylus has got off the big donut. He's on 2 as we go on to turn 3. Here we are at the start of turn 3 before anyone's moved anything, because we've went to scatter all the boys. And 4 of them stay still. Only 1 of them moved, and he came back towards your lines.
He did.
You've got 1 guy here, and the other 3 are all here. Next to Hive Fleet Bathsheba. And who won the roll-off to go first? Yes, Rapscallion. Hive Fleet Bathsheba are going first as we start turn 3. Here we are, finally, after the Hive Fleet's movement phase. It's not match play, so you're keeping the Trigon in reserve.
I put him in every single spot around the table. They did a tour of the table with and they still couldn't figure anything out, so he's back off the table.
Yes, he's staying there. These guys staying still. The Broodlord and your new favourite model of all time, the Carnifex, is making his way downtown. You're keeping these boys here, because at the end of the movement phase, you're still in engagement in those guys.
Yeah.
So they're okay there. And at the end of the movement phase, your Hormagaunts take a mortal wound. And now you can do some psychic shenanigans. You have a Broodlord. What's he doing?
He's going to smite the Mutilators.
What happened to the agreement? Your best buddy is turning against you.
I feel stabbed. And I'm going to feel really stabbed when that model comes in and fights me.
That you painted.
That I painted.
That you painted, and all 3 of you got for him.
Yeah.
Mutalith is only on 1 wound left. If you pull this off, this will kill a Mutalith.
Look, the agreement lasted a turn.
Right.
Silas knew that. I knew that.
Well, why don't you give him a CP back? Have you got any CP?
I do have some CP because he gave me some.
Well, I need to get this objective. If I can get this objective, I need it. It's another point.
Also, if you do an agreement, it means he's shooting at me again. I will have a strop.
Smite coming up. Smite passes. Would you like to try and block that? You need a 10. He doesn't deny you. It's D3 mortal wounds on the Mutalist, which is 3 mortal wounds. How many do they come with?
Only 3 each.
Okay, so 1's dead. 1's down to 1 wound remaining. Now we're on to the shooting phase. There's an Exocrine and some Hive Guard about to unload. And we've agreed that the new model is a Screamer Killer, so we're starting off there. D6 shots with your Screamer Killer, brand new model. 2 shots, hits on... What, you're rolling it again?
No, it's alright, I'll roll to you, right?
Okay, they both hit. Strength 7. They both wound. Invulnerable saves. AP -3 or 4.
Okay, well I'm still in the bubble of
Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth, so it's 4 up saves. 1 takes how many wounds?
It's just
1 damage.
Only got the 1 left.
Ooh, the new...
Auspicious start.
Yes. A naught
Delicious start, more like.
for Sandra, the Screamer Killer. Right, we're on to Exocrines.
Yeah, Exocrine.
Hive cards. Where are we firing these?
We're going to fire... I'm so sorry, Sultan.
You know!
Firing at the Men in Black one more time.
I'm the only person who's not said thank you to.
Well, Sultan, consider this a thank you.
No.
3's to hit.
Oh, sorry. Cheating?
I'm not letting you have it.
Cheating? Oh, it's not
3
good at all.
wounds, 3 5 up invulnerable saves. And each of these does 3 damage a time.
Lives.
1 lives.
Then dies.
1 dies. One of the Eradicators is finally gone.
I need him.
Yeah, you need that one as well to stay within 6 of your dude. Where are the Impaler Cannons from the Hive Guard going? There's loads of targets to hit. Over here, for example. But there are still the Men in Black.
What do you mean? Oh, they were there the whole time.
These aren't shielded anymore, are they?
They're characters.
I don't have many units left at all.
Yeah.
Stylus, if I was you, who would you not want me to shoot at? Okay, everything's going to Fabulous Bile.
Okay, everything into Fabius, the
Fabulous Bill.
2 hits with the Impaler
Now he
Cannons.
rolls bad.
1 wound.
1 wound.
-2.
-2, so he's saving on A5.
He doesn't save, and he takes 2
And
wounds.
he shrugs 1 of them, so he takes 1 wound.
He's down to 4 remaining because he healed himself a couple of times. So he's back down to 4 wounds. That's the end of Rapscallion's shooting phase. We have some charges coming up. Who's charging what now?
The Screamer Killer and the Broodlord both into the Mutilator.
Okay, let's do the Broodlord. It only needs a 1 to shunt across within 2, but that's far enough.
Like that.
And here comes the Screamer Killer.
I don't know.
Here comes Sandra, the Screamer Killer.
Come on, Sandra. Oh, she loves it. She's hungry.
So we're starting off with the Broodlord in the assault against the remaining Mutalisk. 6 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s.
Got 5 dice there because
Okay.
you told me it was 5.
Well, because I thought you was attacking with Sandra.
2 attacks.
Right, strength 5. These are toughness 5 right now.
Sandra's a patient lass. She can wait.
Re-rolling all failed wounds.
Oh, I need it.
Good thing too.
And these are a flat 3 damage, the 6s.
-6.
-6. So
Now
2.
outside the cursed earth bubble because that was one that died. So
Okay.
5 at demonic save. Which is not enough.
Because it's a Broodlord.
Yeah, but
6s to wound
where
rate.
would -6 ever be useful?
Say you're
Terminators
attacking
with
a
1-ups?
2-up save or a 1-up save, yeah.
Because the Storm Shield Terminator in it, because it goes to 1-up because they get +1.
Bit of consolidation.
Yeah, why not?
And that's the end of Brap's turn. And Brap suddenly has 3 points.
Feed me the
Hive,
points.
Bathsheba are roaring into the lead. And so at the end of the Tyrannid's turn, they are winning. They are on 7 points to Monkey's 6. And here we are, after the creations of Bile movement phase. Yes, Stylus got the roll off for once and managed to go before everyone else. Now, this is all that's left of his army after some spells. Except for 3 little models down here. We have a Greater Possessed, a Possessed, and the Cultist here. You're on an objective.
I am.
You get a point there.
Yes.
And it looks like all your characters aim to misbehave by trying to get these last 3 objectives down here. You failed Cursed Earth, so
did.
no 4-up invulnerable save, but Prescience is on the Obliterators.
Yes.
A cheeky smite was blocked. Now we're on to the shooting phase. So the Cyclops Needler is going into the Carnifex.
Hitting on 3s full of nasty toxins.
Yes.
Or 2 of them miss.
Okay.
But because it's a needler, it will wound anything that's not a vehicle on a 2. That's a wound. It's -2 to damage.
We've got 5 up, I think, so we've got 3 up on the Carnifex.
He
Like
makes
that.
the save.
Okay, I will shoot it also with a hyper growth bolt from this guy.
Right.
Can't kill what you did not create.
I did
Misses.
not miss. Great. Crack grenade.
Crack grenade
It hits.
hits. It doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound. Going great.
All the shots going
Sandra
wide.
is
the
holding on.
2 what are they called? Excruciator cannons.
From the Venom Crawler.
Like
This
that.
is 3 shots, hitting on 4s, which becomes a 5 because it's -1 to hit. It's a Screamer Killer. 1 hit.
2 hits.
1 hit.
1 wound. You had me there.
On a 1, 2, 3, it's the missed one. It was the missed one. No wounds because it's 4s to hit. So you were hitting on 5s because it's -1 to hit because of Spore Cells.
Oh, sorry.
See, I caught that
far
one.
ahead of you there.
Of all the rules that I always forget and miss.
Thank you.
I
Thank
caught
you.
Because
that
he needs
one.
the help. Yeah. Alright, cool.
Well, I saw that. I knew that one. Right, we're on to
Right,
the
this is going grand.
Obliterators.
Yes,
The idea was to kill some of these so you could charge through,
it
right?
really was. So let's see what the obliterators.
Strength,
Strength
8.
8
AP,
-1.
damage, 1.
1.
So 12 shots from the Obliterators coming into the Broodlord, hitting on 2s. And re-rolling those?
No, because that's not a thing.
Okay. Strength 8, toughness, well, 3 to wound. It's 5 or 6.
Ooh.
There's lots and lots of wound,
Lots,
but
that
each of
is-
these doing 1 damage, however.
10 to save at
You need,
-1.
yes, 10, 5 up invulnerable saves. I think they start off with 6 wounds.
Yeah, they do.
I
yeah.
think they start with 6
Hold on.
No, the Broodlord has been rinsed. And that's the end of the shooting phase. Now for some heroic charges for the creations of Bile to scoop up as many of the 13th as he can. Bile is charging in first, and he gets a 8-inch charge.
So he's going to charge the Carnifex.
Okay.
Bring it on.
2. I guess he can make it straight, although I don't want him to make it straight.
Kill you all.
Can you go touching there, because he's touching the barricade?
Doing some
Trying the
verticating.
Venom Crawler space shape.
Okay.
He's going to charge as well.
Okay.
He's amazed to clear out the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, he's all the way around there.
Right.
The Venom Crawler's going in.
Right. 6. The Venom Crawler makes it in.
And then, for good measure, let's put the Blitz in as well.
Really?
And they're in.
Basically everything here charged. When you're going to do
created, I can unmake.
something.
What's this Tony Hawk's thing going on here with this vert skating?
It's very wacko, isn't it? It's whack as it comes.
Cheese!
It looks cool.
It does look cool.
Around here.
More dice, sorry.
More dice.
I like a deforestation and all.
Yeah, no. He's going up into them.
Surely
Into the
easy.
commando.
Into
the
the not the
unkillable
commando.
commando.
Leave it.
Not the commando!
My God! Into the
It's
box.
Arnie!
Great Possessed into Hormagants. The Little Possessed hanging on to the 13th round here. We have a massive fight coming on against the Screamer Killer. And Fabius Bill also into the Hormagants, into the Little Bugs. Now, where would you like to start the fight phase, Stylus?
Final command point on Demon Forge,
Okay.
which means I'm re-rolling hits and wounds.
Starting off with the Venom Crawler.
Venom Crawler into the Carnifex.
Hitting on 4s, re-rolling with the Venom Crawler with Demon Forge.
This is what you get when you turn against her.
Luckily.
5 attacks because of Heretic Astartes. And a motorbike just started up outside. Strength.
The end time.
Strength is 9.
Wounding on 3s, re-rolling all failed wounds.
Yep.
1 wound. That's all 3 wounds.
Once again, that's -3 flat 3 damage.
Ooh, you need to make at least 1/6 to keep the Carnifex alive.
Goodbye, Sandra.
Have it.
Then we had some consolidations and some piling in and shenanigans with all the other stuff. Perhaps Kellyan is not paying interrupt with the little bugs, so we're going to have Bile and the Greater Possessed killing some little bugs. Let's see what Bile can do.
Well, hitting on 2s.
Okay.
It doesn't reroll anything.
No.
But he's using the Rod of Torment, which is strength 6.
He'll kill on 2s.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he kills 3 of them.
Okay, he has the Surgeon Acolyte, who's having a go.
The little guy?
The little guy, who also gets hateful assault, apparently. He's in
that
the
me?
unit.
Okay. The Acolyte.
Misses. Well, he hits on 5, he's rubbish.
Okay, the Acolyte
He's
doesn't
mostly
hit.
harvesting stuff.
You have a Greater Possessed that can pile in.
Do have a Greater Possessed, who
And the Greater Possessed kills the last of the Hormagaunts, and that is the end of Fabulous's Bile's movement phase and fighting phase, and what a phase. He's all over the fortification and gets 1, 2, 3, and 4 points here. There is some engaging around here with some units. I'm going to roll some dice. These will hit Bile. He takes a mortal wound.
he shrugs. He doesn't shrug.
And this one will hit... Oh, look, there's a priest on 2 wounds. He's still on 2 wounds. But you do get 4 points, Stylus. And Stylus, you were losing. But now you're joint second with Monkey.
Yay.
Monkey and Stylus on 6 points. Brap on 7, Sultan on 3. But Sultan and Monkey have still yet to speak. With Brap winning on 7 points, Stylus and Monkey on 6 points. We then went on to Monkey's turn, and we had advancing in the backfield as the boys try and join the fight. The looters have moved up, and we had some shooting. There was some shooting from the looters up at the Greater Possessed. The spanner died. Then we had loads of shooting from the boys here into this squad, and nothing happened whatsoever. At the end of Monkey's shooting phase, second shooting phase in a row where he's killed more in his army than the opponent's army. But we've got some charges coming on. This squad of boys is going to try and charge the Death Watch, outnumber them on the objective with the 13th down there and score that one. The commando jumped off. He's got an auto charge in here to the last of the possessed. But the looters are going to try and make the charge first. This is an 8-inch charge for them to get here. They don't need to jump over the barricade. They will be within 2 inches. And they can re-roll with here we go. And that's a 7 or 6. So this is a re-roll on the looters.
Here we go, lad. Here we go.
And they make the charge. And here we are after the charge phase. Boys going into the Men in Black. We've piled in with the looters and the commando because there's no interrupting from Stylus here. The commando is going to fight first. Now, you burned your distraction grot.
Look at me,
That
look
guy,
at me, look at
which
me.
for +1 to wound. Yes. He's got 3 attacks with this big chopper onto the last of the possessed. He will hit on 3s.
What are you trying to do?
And with the grot, he will wound on 2s instead of 3s now. Oh yeah, Goffs. 5 hits. This guy already has taken out 4 possessed. He knows what he's doing. 2s to wound. That's 5 wounds at AP -1, 2 damage.
Grot in the name of love.
And he's gone.
The last of the
Right,
possessed
that's just happened.
has been taken out. And Monkey guarantees this objective here. Now, Sultan doesn't have the CP to interrupt, so all the boys are going to smack the Men in Black. Now here's all the attacks by the regular boys into the men in black. You spent 2 CP on Unbridled Carnage one more time, so 5s and 6s are exploding. The Orc boys, they hit on 3s while they're having a jolly good time. Look at all those 5s and 6s. The Golf Clan doing a bajillion hits there, getting more hits in than they had attacks. Again, they're wounding on 4s, and these are AP -1. The Death Watch have 16 4-up saves to make, and this is even before the knob gets to hit. That's pretty good saving though. Actually, that was amazing saving. Only 2 died because 1 was wounded. Now the knob with the claw, 3 attacks. He hits on 4s. And no explosions, just 1 hit gets through, winning on a 2. And you need a 6-up save, or it's 2 damage. No. And another 1 dies, which leaves only 2 intercessors left. But 1 has the Hammer of Doom. He's the sergeant, he's got 4 attacks, he can strike back on 4s. And squishing on 2s. He doesn't, re-rolling 1s, it's true.
Yeah.
He squishes 1 into oblivion, and then the remaining 3 attacks from the last guy. He hits all 3 times. He re-rolling that, and it's AP -1 because it's definitely the Assault Doctrine by now. So that's 2 boys died. Which means if Monkey rolls a 6 on morale, he's going to lose some more. He doesn't lose any more, and Sultan's lost 3. Sergeant, you're fine. You're fine. That's how that ends. The Orcs are in their happy place one more time, fighting the men in black one more time, and Monkey gets 1 point here. And 1 point there. You were on 6 points. You're now on 8 points. Rapscallion's on 7 points. Stylus is on 6 points. And Sultan finally gets a turn. He's only on 3. Alright, here we are after Sultan's movement phase. He's only on 3 points. The plan over here is to go charging in with the captain. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kill all of them. Take that objective.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 units here, essentially, that can do some damage this way. Are you lining up some charges to try and take some of these objectives
so I've
as
got,
well?
to get into Fabius Bile here,
Yes.
I have a 7-inch charge.
Right.
To get into Fabius Bile from this end, it's an 8, so it'd be a 10-inch charge over the barricade.
Right, okay. The Apothecary also put one of the Eradicators back, so 3 Eradicators, Lieutenant Apothecary here. We're starting off the shooting phase. What are you firing at, sir?
I don't know.
Pistols in combat, that's what we're starting off with. 3s to hit and 4s to wound.
5s, because it's the strength
5. Oh,
5.
yeah.
Toughness 5.
AP -1, that will kill a boy. It's the Assault Doctrine. Okay, so we're coming on to the Eradicators, and why aren't we firing at Rapscallion all of a sudden?
Because we chatted about it and we said he wouldn't, because we're going to use this to fire over there.
What? So you're now joining in with the Tyranids to hurt Stylus.
Yes.
But
He's winning.
But Brap,
winning,
no,
I'm finished.
Brap's winning. Brap's winning, and he fired at you again and again. Okay, right.
How powerful that was.
That sounded painful. So the Eradicators instead are going to fire at the
Obliterators.
Okay.
Because if I get through it, might...
But these guys shot you again and again.
Winters,
Yes.
don't meddle in the affairs of the heart between us 4 horsemen.
Okay.
Just film it and shush.
Okay.
There's a reason the apocalypse hasn't come.
Right. I'm shut up. 4s to hit because they're heavily moved.
Uh-oh.
Is that only 3 hits?
Yes.
3s to wound a blit. I mean, what's their toughness? 5. Anyway, that wounds. You haven't got the 5 up and 4 up and 100%. 5 up.
Oh, he
1
styled
gets
it.
through, and
6.
that will kill an Obliterator.
Something.
It's a good start.
That's a lot of firepower suddenly removed from the forces of the Bile Man.
I am just in range, because characters don't block characters. He's got a combi melter.
Right?
The lieutenant's firing at the wizard.
Is he?
The wizard. Melt the wizard.
No Bile? No Bile?
No, I need to charge Bile.
Yeah, this all I is. Advising the best way.
You
Hits.
hit the Space Wizard. Can you wound the Space
I need a
Wizard?
3.
You can wound the Space
Wizard.
Wizard.
Now,
Does he
wait,
have an
wait,
invulnerable
not
save?
Terminatus. No.
Crux Terminatus fails. And
4
that's
damage.
4 damage
One
on the
left.
Space Wizard. It's down to 1 left. It would be dead, but he's in Terminator armor. Now we have this squad, which can fire in.
They're going to fire the 5 bolt guns at this guy on 2 wounds, because I think I'm going to save the snipers for whoever's left.
Well, you have to declare now.
Oh yeah, of course. So, tell you what, bolt guns into...
One of
He's
the
got 2 up
wizards.
save, isn't he, the wizard? Yes. Let me think.
Right, bolt guns are going into the guy on 2 wounds.
Yep.
The snipers are going into the other space wizards are getting lit
Yes,
up.
yes.
Here's the bolt guns then. And you
6
can
is also
reroll
wounds.
ones because you're right next to your captain.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a few hits.
That's quite a lot of hits.
And it'll be toughness 4?
Yes.
So 4s.
Okay, so 4 wounds on the guy not in Terminator armor.
AP.
No AP.
It's AP dash now because we're in the Assault Doctrine.
3 ups.
Oh, he's good.
He's okay. Now the one in
snipers.
Terminator armor. These are 4s to hit because you moved.
Yep.
He hits twice. Strength 5.
Oh.
You need to let. No, you're not. No,
Nope.
that's the end of the shooting phase. Interesting. You haven't killed the space wizards.
Very angry.
You just need to make a charge now.
So we're going to charge the captain to the Orcs.
The captain
He only
here.
needs to do a little charge to get there.
Right.
So he's in.
Captain goes
Hopefully
flying
that's
in.
my low charge gone.
Right.
Now, this was a 7.
And you need to make this charge because there's 2 objectives there. 2
Yeah.
members of the 13th that
I have a CP.
And they're like, help me, Deathwatch. You're my only hope.
Oh, I need to
You're
grab
not
that.
helping me right now, Sultan. Come on. CP reroll. And that's a 4-inch charge. The Deathwatch fail the charge
These guys are going to go.
over the wall.
10, yeah.
This is a 10-inch charge. Squad number 2.
They don't make
That's
it.
a 9-inch charge. They fail the charge. So many points have just been lost.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's a wound, Sultan.
How far away is this guy? I don't know if
no.
he can make it. He's
Well,
12
you're
away, but
lieutenant.
it'd be -2, yeah.
It's over the barricade.
So, can I concede now?
No,
Yeah.
well, it's only turn 3. It's a long way to go.
I can't reach them.
Your captain, well, they might run back this way.
They
Turn 4, they
Back
might.
this way, the 13th, they're idiots.
Your captain's got 6 attacks on the charge, smacking into the Orcs. He gets on 2s.
2s. He's just.
And he rerolls 1s because he's a Xenos hunter. So you rolled 4 1s and they all spiked out. That was good. 3s to kill. And they're troops, you reroll 1s. Okay, that's 6 at AP -3, 2 damage each.
Pick him up, monkey. That's brutal.
Bye, guys.
Consolidating over the barrier.
Captain Clark Kent comes in like a Superman and gets you a point. That gets you up to 4 points. Now, here are the Death Watch. Just these few models here. The sun is setting over my shoulder, and here is the might of the hive mind. Is there any more? Oh no, there is a Trigon still in reserve somewhere. And then Bile and his units, well, they've been taking a pounding, and there's still a lot of Orcs to come in turn 4 and turn 5. They could take part in this fight yet. And this is the winning circle right now at the end of turn 3. Monkey on 8 points. Brap on 7 points. Stylus coming back in it on 6 points.
Podium.
And Sultan's on 4 points. As we go to turn 4. Now it's quite critical. I feel like I should film what happens to the 13th because they could run away all over the place. Let's see where this one goes. 6 inches towards the Deathwatch lines. He ends up here. What about this one? Next to the Orcs. Does he run? He stays still. And 3. 3 are surrounded by the forces of chaos. Surely these will run. This model, he's going 8. Right next to the Obliterator. The other chap here, the other fella, he's standing still. And the one right next to the fortification, 6. Back towards the Tyrannus lines. They're running away from the Deathwatch. Apart from you, there's only 1 point in it. So who gets to go first? Sultan rolls a 6.
Oh!
Sultan's going first.
Hey.
After the Deathwatch movement phase, the Apothecary picked up another person in this kill team. Another heavy bolter has come back. Everyone shifting this way because there's 1, 2, 3 objectives down there. Except for the 2 that were fighting with the Orcs last term have fallen back to chaperone this fella off the table.
He's come to his senses.
He's come to his senses. We have friends.
Silica's floating off that way.
On a 4-up, you don't take a mortal wound.
senses.
He's definitely come to his senses. The captain's going this way
Yep.
to try and clear all the looters and that hero commander that's done so much work. But potentially there is a point there. There's a point here that you're definitely going to get, and there's a lot of points here depending on what you shoot and what you charge, and there is a way back for the Deathwatch. This game has been so swingy.
I'm shocked.
Let's go into the shooting phase. 1 minute, I forgot to thank you, Brad. Thanks for reminding me,
Helpful
because
crap.
after the movement phase, they can do mortal wounds, you're right. So this 13th will do a mortal wound to your Space Wizard. How many wounds has he got left?
I've got 1 left.
Oh, on a 4-up, that Space Wizard will die. He doesn't die.
Yeah, 13th of rubbish.
The
Can't kill a badly wounded
The
space wizard.
Obliterator.
Winters, you
The
still have to
Obliterator takes a mortal wound, and the other Space Wizard on 2 wounds. He takes a mortal wound as well. Both of the Space Wizards are down to 1 wound each. And the 13th are not rubbish. You're a wizard, Harry. Bolt rifles from here in the shooting phase hit the commando. It's a 4-up save because of the cover. And the hero commando has finally gone down. Have you got 1 CP left?
How many? What's the damage?
Just one.
Well, just 1. It'll kill him.
Is he the knob?
Is he a knob?
wounds.
He's got 2 wounds. You're right. He's got 2 wounds.
The captain will throw a grenade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the captain chucks a grenade. And misses. The heavy bolter from this squad going up into the greater possess. The eradicators are shooting the Venom Crawler. Here's the heavy bolter. It hits on 4s and it wounds.
Yeah.
Because you moved. And it wounds. It wounds at -1, 2 damage.
Okay.
He takes the
Just
save.
to confirm, he came back at the end of the movement phase because
Yes.
of how that works. But
Yes.
that counted as him moving.
That unit moved.
Okay. Okay.
I
thought it was individuals.
Actually, it is individuals.
I don't know how that works.
What if
technically
he comes
didn't
back?
move.
No, it's now the unit moves because they changed it.
Did they?
It used to be the individuals, it's now the unit
good to
moves.
know.
That was the last one.
Thanks, Tyler.
Rules lawyer.
Right,
Rules
okay.
lawyer on the save.
Then the 4 melter shots in melter range now. 4s to
4s.
hit. No re-rolls right now. 3s to wound the Venom Crawler. We have 5 wounds on the Venom Crawler.
5-up saves.
You make 2. Now this is 3d6 plus 2.
Only 2 of them are +2.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2 and then 1d6.
Yeah.
That's not good. And then what you do? 1 more dice.
Well, 5 went through.
What?
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 No,
I'm confused.
3 went through.
Okay. So there's the other one.
Thanks. Right,
We were
it's been
on
a
a
long
7.
day, but that was enough wounds just to take out the Venom Crawler, which might detonate right next to the
5 up.
Space Wizards.
Space
Five up.
Wizards. Die, Space
Exactly.
Wizards. Die, Space Wizards.
What is it? Oh!
So the Venom Crawler is down. Now we have this kill team with the snipers firing everything at Fabius Bile.
Snipers.
Yes,
4s.
2 hits. Strength 5. 1 wound. -2.
That's 2, so that gives me 8. Doesn't save. How many wounds?
2 damage.
Shrugs. No shrugs. 2 wounds gone.
He's down to 2 wounds remaining.
10 bolt gun shots.
Right. Is this the infiltrators that automatically wound on 3?
6s.
6s.
6 is auto wound.
6s auto wound. 3s to hit.
That's not good.
That's not good, no. 4s to wound, though. You can do it.
Don't say you can do it.
1 wound.
Impartial
You can't.
judgment.
AP dash.
AP dash.
Okay.
Is that your shooting phase done?
There's the combi melter here. So if he's
Oh!
going to melter,
Combi melter.
That's
Fabius
it.
Bile.
hitting on a
3.
3.
It hits.
It
It wounds.
minus a lot.
Yeah, it's going to burn through.
Okay, so D6 plus 2 damage is 7 shrugs on
Okay.
Fabius
So
Bile.
the first 3, he shrugs 1, he loses 2, and that's all he's got.
Fabius
There goes
Bile
the progenitor.
Bile
gets
and Liam
taken
taken out.
Ding dong, Bile has gone. Absolver bolt pistol from the apothecary into Bile's creation. He hits.
It's a strength 5 weapon.
Okay.
What is he, Styler?
That's 4.
3s.
He wounds.
I've got a
-1 at Absolver
I've
bolt
only got a
pistol.
6-up save.
Okay.
It's -2 at this stage.
He is gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Bile and his creation have gone. The Death Watch are about to make some glorious charges. Where would we like to start, sir? You,
Well, I'm
not
going to do the
we.
easy one before I have to use my brain.
Okay.
So this is going to go charging into everything over there.
Everything. Good luck. That's a 3-inch charge. That's a
fail.
failed charge.
I have no CP.
Oh dear. Where else are we going over here? Can you make a charge, please? It's getting very frustrating for us Space Marine players.
Yeah.
Neutral voice. Sorry, it's getting. I'm narrating that for other people who might be watching.
Yeah,
as
Believe me,
what?
I'm playing, guys. So I'm going to charge the big squad into this guy,
Yes.
and I'm going to charge the other squad into this guy, and the lieutenant's going to...
Are they all troops here?
Everything is troops.
Everything's
apart from the lieutenant
troops?
and him, yeah.
Wow.
So these guys are going in.
Okay.
They're
They make
in.
a charge. Hooray.
These guys are going into the Terminator.
Okay.
They're
And they
in.
make it in.
And then
Hooray.
I'm going to charge the lieutenant in as well to the Terminator because he scares me.
Okay.
But we'll see if he makes it. He makes it as well. Got it.
At the end of the charge phase, the men in black have taken over the fortification. Many attacks coming through. Essentially, one kill team is attacking one Space Wizard, another kill team is attacking another Space Wizard, all at AP -1 right now because the Assault Doctrine is in effect. If they kill these, they will get to consolidate, pile in, and be within range of another one, potentially. Where are you starting, sir?
The Lieutenant.
Okay.
He's
got the hammer.
Never not enough to interrupt. Yeah, cool. He's got the hammer. So how many attacks does the Lieutenant has? Regular one?
Regular one's 3 attacks.
And then it's a +1 for shock assault.
Yes, he'll hit on 3s, because it's normally 2s. He hits once.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot today.
He'll be wounding on a 2. And
He
at
wounds.
AP -3, it's a 5-up invulnerable save or death on the Terminator Space Wizard.
It's death.
That is a death. Then, oh yeah, he can
Consolidate
do it. Yes,
and
yes. And then the Librarian consolidated. Then the charging unit, the kill team, piled in 3, consolidated 3, and is in range of that objective as well. The 13th are surrounded right now. We're in a happy place. The men in black over here, all of them are fighting Space Wizard number 2. And many wounds came through on Space Wizard number 2, 4-up saves.
Ooh, give it a
He
go.
gets taken out as well.
Only just?
Yeah, no, he's quite dead.
So the Obliterator is now fighting back against the Lieutenant. He has 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
And he hits twice.
Death to the False Emperor finally kicks
Nice.
in.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
2 hits.
He has Crushing Fists, which means he's strength 7.
Right.
3s.
Oh. He doesn't wound.
He's having a bit of a bad day.
He doesn't wound. And apart from this Obliterator and this Greater Possessed, this is all the creations of Stylus have left.
There's
and
one
at the end of
man.
that...
Secret man.
What?
Dare you?
Is there a secret man?
There's a secret man.
Secret man.
Oh, the cultist round here.
Secret man.
Who survived. Okay, I won't talk about him. At the end of that turn, though, Sultan has got 1, 2, 3 points.
4. I need
4 points. 8 points, Sultan.
Smug face.
8 points, Sultan.
There's a lot of hate.
That's the same
I
as
don't
Monkey.
blame them.
Sultan and Monkey are on 8 points. Brap is on 7. Stylus is on 6.
We knew there was some common denominator between the teams who are doing really well and the ones who aren't. Some kind of codex or something like that.
Winters.
It's just skill, I think. It's Space Marines are just, what? Hello?
This is an emotional roller coaster. I can't.
Okay, then we rolled up. Then Brap is going next. Finally, his Trigon, late to the party, fashionably late, has popped in here. With Adrenal Glands, that's an 8-inch charge, and that will be a point. And then his other 2 units down here. Now, we did have a house rule for firing in to enemy units that contain enemy units of other armies. And that's going to happen now. The Exocrine and the Hive Guard are choosing to fire down into this mess. There's a splash damage rule that we had in effect because they are all in combat and stuff like that, but they could hit you.
They could.
So the splash damage rule will come into effect. What are you targeting, however? It doesn't really matter.
I'm going to target the Obliterator for the purposes of this
Because the average
demonstration.
toughness is 5.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s anyway.
Hitting on 4s, surely, because through the woods, right?
Yes, hitting on 4s with the Exocrine. Down into this mess here, trying to get rid of some of the scoring units. Good luck, sir. Oh, and Pathogenic Slime being employed one more time, I remember you saying.
He's a slimy boy.
AP -3.
Ooh.
And wounding on 3s. Okay, that is 3 wounds.
It's always 3.
Okay, on a 1-2 it hits that. 3-4 it hits your Lieutenant. 5-6 it hits the Eradicators.
God damn it.
2 on the Lieutenant, 1 on the Eradicators.
And it's
Nothing
-3.
is hitting the
Lines is
Obliterator.
strong.
Lieutenants don't have a save.
Lieutenant in cover has 2 5-up saves to make.
He makes one, fails one.
He takes 3 damage, he's still alive. The Eradicators in cover have...
5-up save.
And one of them gets wiped out. And they're too far away from the Apothecary. Lieutenant's got 1 wound left. Now the Hive Guard are doing the same thing. 4s to hit, 1 hit. 3s to wound. It doesn't.
Sorry
Wound.
to waste everyone's time.
Now we have an 8-inch charge, Brap. We have an 8-inch charge with your Trigon. You kept the CP just for this moment. And you're burning your last CP just for this moment.
Come on now.
And the Trigon is late to the party. He fails his charge. That's the end of Brap's turn. He doesn't get any points in turn 4, which means he's still on 7 points. We've got Sultan and Monkey on 8, Brap on 7, Stylus on 6. And now it's Monkey and Stylus to roll off to see who gets the initiative here.
Isn't there a fight going on there?
There's
Oh,
yeah.
Fight!
Right, then we resolve the assault. No damage was done on either side, despite the lieutenant there having a hammer. Maybe his arm is untired, maybe just getting splashed by an exocrine. Well, it was painful. So it looks like this. No morale to take here. Monkey and Stylus, we need to find out who goes next. Monkey's on 8 points. Stylus is on 6 points. Stylus really needs this.
Oh, he's got it.
And Stylus has got it. Let's see what he can do with 3 models remaining. So it's 6, 7, 8, 8 points. Stylus has 3 models. The Obliterator has stepped back. He can't do anything, but if you get the go next turn, and one of these guys runs this way, potentially he could live and get your point.
Yes.
You tried to run round with your last remaining cultist. Run round this way, you needed like a 5-inch on your advance to get within range of that member of the 13th and get a point.
I tell you, if the captain had been
You rolled
doing
a
his
1.
job and got in there early and killed them all, I'd have had a stroll towards them.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's that about?
If he had gone through, yeah, you've got objective secured. You could have stole it, but the
Absolutely.
captain failed his charge.
Twice.
Twice.
Rubbish.
Yeah, it is a bit
But you
crap.
spent a CP on what now?
On macro-tensile sinews.
So +1 to advance and charge.
Yeah.
And you can advance and charge. And the greater possessed jump down there.
Yeah.
And this is the only action of the game. It's a 6,
club
basically,
of
the
them.
action of the turn.
Yeah.
6 to get there because you're jumping over the barricade.
Is that with the +1?
That's, oh no,
get +1,
5 with the +1.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Three's
Oh,
angry. Oh yeah.
Angry
You
Boy
go this
gets
side,
in
then, come
there.
I don't want to go that side.
Come to the
Oh,
other side.
There's this thing.
And now he gets to fight. And this is for a point.
Right, and I finally get to use Death of the False Emperor.
You
Because
do?
I spent ages fighting Xenos the whole battle.
Okay.
Seems like
So,
you're in a right fine time killing all my units.
what does he
now.
hit on?
Still on
2?
2s.
2s to hit.
No Death of the
No
False
death
Emperor.
to the False Emperors. 3s to wound.
Uh-oh.
They toughness 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's strength 8 now, I think.
Is he?
His basic strength is...
Because you paid for an upgrade or
No,
something.
it's not. He's with Great Possessed is 7 and himself buffs any demonic unit by 1, so he is strength 8.
Ah, 2s to wound.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear, oh
AP.
dear.
AP is -2 and it's D3 damage.
So you need to
5.
make a bunch of 5s. Save it so it will come on. Don't.
I made 2. I've
2.
failed 3.
Okay,
So
first
first one.
Dead.
Kills 1.
And then dead, dead,
yeah.
dead.
Whoa! Look at that.
And then you can consolidate towards the closest enemy model, which happens to be the Trigon, which means you're on 7 points.
Oh no!
You know what? It's the end of turn 4. Monkey's got a turn to do, right? It's Monkey and Sultan on 8 points. And you and Brap on 7 points. There's only a point in it. Who'd have thought it? What can Monkey do? Now, he can get that point there, which means Monkey will be in the lead without even moving. But the other 3 objectives are a long, long way from the Orc boys. Let's find out what the clan boss, the Team Monkey, does in turn 4. Here we are after the Orcs movement and shooting phase. In turn 4, Monkey moved forward with his looters and unloaded everything into the captain and did no damage. That is 3 shooting phases in a row where he hasn't hurt a single thing, but at least this time you didn't kill yourself.
Improvement.
Has everything that can kill itself already gone?
Your hero commander is on that objective there. He's grabbed that member of the 13th. He is not letting go. We had some advancing with all the boys except for the knobs. Now the knobs have an 8-inch charge into the Greater Possessed, and this will be another objective. He manages to do this.
There you go.
Monkey will slingshot from 8 points up to 10. It's a re-rollable with Here We Go.
Good luck.
Here's the re-roll. The knobs go swinging in and attack the Greater Possessed. They will hit him on 4s with their power claws. 6s explode. And there's an explosion. So that is 5 hits. Strength 10. Toughness of that thing.
Is 5.
Okay.
6.
2, but plus
That's
2 to win.
important.
2 to win.
He's a greater creation of Possessed, and he's
On-
been boosted to toughness 6.
Okay.
Because he's supreme creation. It's the
And you
start.
get +1 strength because of Goffs, which you just remembered, so you're strength 11 anyway. So still 3s to wound. 3 wounds.
AP
-3 to damage.
-3. So I'm 2 up save, which means it's going to be a
5 up saves.
5 up save either way. No.
Greater Possessed bites the bullet. Doesn't get to fight back. The knobs get their 2nd of the 13th. This guy here. This guy here. Monkey catapults himself back into the lead. The boys are taking over this part of the battlefield. Stylus is down to 2 models left, which is a cultist and an obliterator. Brapscallion is down to 3 units left, which is a Trigon Prime, which hasn't done anything yet, and the shooty guy's back here. And Sultan, well, Sultan currently controls 3 of the objectives. Let's line up, boys, one more time. Oh, how things change. Sultan was crouching down there a moment ago.
I was crying.
But now you're in second place. Monkey is in 10 points. Sultan is in 8 points. And you two fellas, you're in 7.
I'll let him go here. Taste it.
10, 8, 7, and we're going to go into turn 5, the last turn of the game. Everything to play for. You know what happens now, chaps? The 13th are slippery little mushrooms. They could run away. Let's see where this one goes. He's running away. Straight towards the Orcs. He ends up there. At the end of my turn, I've been doing the mortal wounds. My turn. So he isn't going to be doing any mortal wounds. The other member of the 13th, next to the hero commando. Will he run away? I mean, there's the Death Watch captain just there.
Come to me this way. Run to me. Stay still.
Stay still.
He's an idiot.
Ooh, God damn. Right, okay.
You kill the hero commander.
Emperor damned. The 3 over here, where will they go? This fella that your lieutenant's right next to. He's going 7 inches that way. Ends up there. This fella, he's going 7 inches that way as well. They don't like the Death Watch for some reason.
Well, I'm going to catch them and spank them.
And then the last one, what do you live? Sorry.
What? What'd you say?
He goes 9 inches straight back towards your
He needs a
apothecary.
medic.
Then at the end of my movement phase, he is the only one with an engagement range of anyone. He'll do a mortal wound to your hero commando on 1 wound left.
No, not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
And he doesn't manage to shank
Everyone
him.
like
That is the end of the 13th's turn. Who's going to go first, though? Who is going to go first? It's all to play for, fellas. Where you going, Brap?
Yeah, nice.
We're already doing this.
Please let me win.
Okay, good luck. Brapscallion. Brapscallion gets to go first. So Brap is on 7 points. 7 points. What's the plan, sir?
Right, so the movement of the 13th didn't go the way I wanted it to. I wanted them to come closer to my Trigon over there.
Yes.
I hoped these guys over here would maybe come over here so I could move up and try and nab a few points. But it's not gone the way I needed, so this is like Hail Mary emergency time. So the Trigon's moved up to maybe charge the knobs, and with a bit of sneaky movement, charge round and tag the 13th lad to get me a point.
Yes, because he's not in engagement range of those troops yet.
Right.
So that'll be a point.
That'll be a
That'll
point.
put you on 8.
That'll put me on 8.
Don't fail the charge.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
But over here,
Yes.
realistically,
Yes.
I can't do anything to them, and I can't catch Sultan now. I can't catch him on points. But Stylus, we're level. So I'm going to try and kill...
But Sultan's on 8 points.
Is he on 8 points?
Yeah. You're on 7, Sultan's on 8.
Oh, I thought he was on a lot more.
Monkey's on 10.
Yeah.
Monkey's the one who's in the lead. He's
He's
got 10 points, about to get 12.
But do I guarantee 3rd place here?
Right.
Or do I go for glory? I think I might split my decision and try and hedge my bets.
Right.
So let's try it.
So I'm confused. What are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't realise Sultan was so close. I thought he was running away with it. So, Exocrine is going to go into the Eradicator squad.
Right.
And then the Hive Guard are going to go into the Obliterator.
Okay, let's do
You know I
that.
was second in the lineup, yeah?
Yeah.
So what are we doing first?
I will do the Exocrine into the
Exocrine.
Eradicators.
Pause to hit because you're firing through trees. Actually, you're not now because you could draw a line of sight. That'd be 3s.
They haven't moved.
That'd be 3s.
That was one there.
Yeah. 3s to wound. Is this? There's no pathogenic slime this time.
No,
then?
there's no slime.
Right,
He's run
no
out of
slime. 5 up saves, each doing 2 damage. Your apothecary is not nearby.
Make 2, so
Is any injured?
1 dead. No, no one were injured. So 1 dead, 1 on
Almost.
1 wound.
Okay. So there's only 2 left in that squad there. This is 1 whole squad. That's another 2 squad. That's Lieutenant. Now the Hive Guard into the Oblit. 4s to hit because he is in trees.
Just 1. Oh no.
3s to wound. It wounds.
Wounds.
-2.
-2 + 1 for... No, that's not cover, is it?
No. D3 damage. He's got 3 wounds left.
Oh,
1 wound. 1 wound on the Obliterator.
You should have not hedged your bets,
I
mate.
shouldn't have.
Now
Right.
we have a Trigon doing a charge. 7.
Big charge.
7's useful. After piling in, the Trigon gets here. He has controlled a member of the 13th. He's got 7 attacks.
First time I'm attacking the Orcs.
Hits on 3s. He rerolls 1s because it pairs of monstrous siding Talons, so only...
I reroll that because it was cocked, yeah.
5 hits.
Sorry.
3s to wound.
Oh no.
2 wounds. At AP -3. Those are 2 dead knobs. D6 damage a time though, because they have 1 dice. The other one takes a wound. Then you've got a tail. 3s to hit with the tail and 3s to wound with the tail. It hits. It doesn't wound.
You have command point, Brad.
You got 2 knobs left.
No, I'm alright.
Sure, it's the last.
Well, that's your last turn.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
last turn?
yeah.
Can I use it on one of the big Talons then? Of death?
Well, yes, of course. Yeah, okay. You do it on the re-rolling the. You could do it on the damage roll.
Yeah,
you would have done it on the damage roll,
damage
wouldn't
roll,
you?
yeah.
Okay, so it kills 2 of the guys. Then the knob turns around and smacks you back. He's got 3 attacks. He will hit on 4s with his power claw. 4s with the power claw. He hits once, and he'll wound on a 3.
Okay.
It doesn't wound. And that is the end of Brap's turn. He does get a point for controlling a member of the 13th, bringing his final score to 8.
8.
Okay, that's the end of High Fleet Bathsheba's last turn. He's on 8 points. Brap's on 8 points. Stylus, you're on 7. You're on 8, you're on 10. Who's going next?
Me.
It's going to be Sultan.
Damn it.
So what it was if Sultan went last, there was a chance for you two to stop him scoring lots of points. But as it is, his captain's jumped up there and he's going to go, "Hey, Yonkan!" and come down and try and kill as much as he can down here. And he's on 1, 2, 3 objectives across the middle of the board. We had advancing with the Eradicators to get there. The Lieutenant just needed to jump over. And you're on 1, 2, 3 objectives. Now the Obliterator is going to take a combi melter to the face from your Lieutenant. And it hits. And it wounds. And you make the save. Ooh. So it's going to come down to the kill team. Here's the snipers. Hit twice.
What's he's having a 5 in it?
Yeah.
So 4s.
Wound twice.
-2.
Is there an immortal wound because it's a sniper?
Oh yeah, that's a mortal wound in
What,
addition.
on mortars?
Yeah, when you hit with a 6.
Okay.
And then
-2.
2 damage.
Yeah, that's him. Oh.
The Obliterator gets taken
The
out.
rest of the shots would have.
Yes. Now the captain needs a charge.
He's going to throw a grenade at the knob first.
Is he?
Yeah.
The hero knob.
Yeah.
Okay. 2s to hit the hero knob.
Hits.
3s to wound the hero knob.
Wounds.
-1. You're within. That's +1 for the terrain. +2 because you're a commando. So
Hang in
4
there,
up
hero
again.
knob.
The hero knob dies.
That's the offset.
Keep
unit.
rolling it.
It is an obsec. He's a troops.
No,
It's not.
Oh no, he's not. Yeah, he's.
CP'd. I feel like I should CP just because he's a legend.
He's
Okay.
a legend.
Yeah.
He's a certified legend.
50-50 chance. Down to 0 CPs for Monkey.
Come on, my brave boy.
He
That's
gets
not-
taken out.
It's literally worse.
Then we're going to charge in with the
I
captain.
have my CP. I didn't use it. So I'm gonna. I don't even know how far that is. I'm just
You
gonna.
need to charge the louvers.
It's in. It's a 9.
Yeah, that's enough. The captain jumps down next to the member of the 13th, raises his mastercrafted power sword on the looters. He'll hit on 2s. And he hits every single time. He'll wound on 3s. And at AP minus...
I'm gonna re-roll that with my command point.
Okay. At AP -3, 2 damage each. The looters are obliterated. And with that move, Sultan gets 1,
Consolidate.
2, 3, 4 members of the 13th. In fact, there is only 1 left over here that isn't fighting. He gets 12 points. We have a battle to conclude, however. There is a scrap going on between the Trigon and the Knob. Now, defenders go first. I don't know who's the defender here, so on a 1, 2, 3, the Knob goes first. Nope, the Trigon gets to go first.
Go.
And because Brap Selling got to go first, the Knob got obliterated. That's the end of that fight phase. So Brap finishes the game on 8 points. But with those 4 points from Sultan, he finishes the game on 12 points. 12 points to Sultan, 8 points to Brap. Monkey's got 10. Stylus has got 7. Let's roll off to see who gets to go next. Who's going to walk away with this wooden spoon, gentlemen? It is Stylus now.
Just keep rolling. You may as well keep rolling. There's one guy left.
Secret man.
Secret man.
Right.
He's going to advance.
Yes.
Which is big 6.
He's going as far as possible away from this. You can't get on there without being heroically intervened into. You can't get there without being heroically intervened into, and he can't outscore that. So he's saying goodbye.
Bye.
So, your cultist is the
picking up
last
his
man's
wooden
tell the tale.
Getting out of there.
Corn bless you.
So your final score will be 7.
7.
Monkey, you got 10 points. You need to get 2 points to draw with Sultan. Can it be done? Well, before we move, there's a dude there and your troops.
Yes.
And there's a dude there. Basically, a couple of good advances, and you'll get your 2 points. You don't have to fight anything. If you kill that or not, it's irrelevant. And if you kill him or not, it's irrelevant. It's basically, can you make 2 good advances to get 12 points as well, because you're currently on 10. Even here, you don't need to advance. You just need to move. Interest. But.
I better to move.
Right.
And then charge, because I could reroll a charge.
Yeah.
Probably better to move and
Tactics
charge.
with monkey.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, at the end of the Orcs movement phase, they're within an inch of that objective there. You've got that one. 11 points you've got. This is a 9-inch re-rollable charge, because there's a barricade in the way to charge the captain.
Yes.
Important question.
Yes.
Do you have a grot that allows you to re-roll that?
No grots.
That's probably for the best.
Here we
roll the marbles.
go. This is
Come
for
on.
the joint win.
Burn those dice. Burn them.
Come on.
Are you ready?
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go, lads.
No! There is a paintball with a power claw. This is 10 inches. Re-rollable charge. You'd have to kill the captain for this. Okay?
Where to go?
Okay.
Let's do it. Ready?
Round 2. Here we go.
Oh.
Re-rollable charge.
Reroll those dice. Come on.
Here we go. Reroll both dice. 6. He's 1 inch away. The barricade proving to be what barricades do. That's a failed charge. And this is the way the Hobbypocalypse ends. And here we have the usual suspects all lined up. The 4 horsemen of the Hobbypocalypse in the loser's corner. With the creation of Bile, the worst army that has ever seen the tabletop ever, with a measly 7 points, is Stylus.
Just glad for the participation medal.
In 3rd place, and it surprised us all that he actually got this high, was Brapscallion.
On my gravestone.
8 points.
On my gravestone, it's going to be that I beat Stylus.
Yeah.
I beat Stylus at 40k. Come on!
7, 8, but then there's a big jump. There is a big jump for 11 points all the way up to Monkey. With the Orcs, it's got nothing to do with the new codex at all.
Nothing.
Don't mention the new codex. But the champion of champions, the champion of combat's core, my Padawan, the young Jedi himself,
Oh, I get it now.
on 12 points, is Support Bubble Salt and Soul Blaze. Space Marines win the Hobbypocalypse for glory. Right, you take a breather now, it's all over. So here we are, 28 hours later. How was it for you? So, Stylus, you definitely did the most killing.
Thank you.
I mean, you had 1,500 points, but you killed about 3,000.
I had a busy day.
How about that ride in, huh? Those first couple of turns.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I won a single dice roll to get anything else in the place. I was surprised the whole thing, because I thought combat armies, melee armies, would have done better, because you get to fight 3 or 4 times before the shooting army does again. And it was the opposite. The shooting armies, I think, were bossing it. Even my bits of the shooting were doing well. Partly, I think, was so deadly, we were knocking units out or killing them immediately. So there wasn't a lot of grind. It was just kill it and then move on.
Yeah.
But why were they picking on you?
I think I just don't like me very much.
Why were you picking on him?
I was just desperately trying to stay alive. I was in the corner with Death watching Tyranids. It was a nightmare. Not Tyranids, creation of Bile. I was trying to stay alive with my beautiful bugs.
Yeah. You actually killed stuff in the shooting phase at the beginning of the game.
Did well first turn.
It was
Brilliant first turn.
What do you think of your army then, the Orcs?
It's not bad actually. I quite like him. Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? When the Hobbypocalypse started all those years ago, it was like, with your list, in this, there's no way you're going to win a game. But all of a sudden, So has your commando earned a name?
I think he has.
I mean, that commando was a boss.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And Goffs. How hard are Goffs? Sixes auto hitting a thing with the choppers now.
It's an interesting codex, and the commandos are so cool.
I love the commandos.
I also don't want to. I don't want to make excuses, but the codex creep was pretty real in this game.
No, it wasn't.
Come on now!
I forgot about 3 units in the corner of the board. And funny enough, if I'd have moved them properly as I should have,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
they would have been contested.
Well, look how many there are.
So
right
are
there.
you saying that you got second place even with half your army off the board because of the new
Yeah,
codex?
yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I
The
think-
codex creep is a thing. Yeah.
You
Thanks,
forgot
Monkey.
to deploy something and it lost you the game.
It did. But
But
this is one message to Stylus' sons.
Yeah.
I beat your dad! Sorry, that was
I
trial.
will never see this.
It doesn't exist in that stylus household.
Deleting it.
Sultan,
Hi.
we won.
Oh,
Sorry, you won.
See, I told you, he's going to make it about him.
No. It was good, wasn't it? Your captain did really well.
The captain finally made a charge at the end.
It's nice having an apothecary who can pick units up.
Yeah, like 40-point models, just pick them up.
Because let's
Yeah,
face it,
he came in the Element sponsored the start of this series.
Yeah.
And the Death Watch Combat Patrol comes with a lieutenant who I turned into a captain, an apothecary, and some troops. So I used the entire box.
Yeah.
And he's dirty. He's horrible.
He was like one of your MVPs for that game.
He was just picking up a 45-point model every turn.
Yeah.
It was,
They made the difference, didn't they?
100%.
it would be nice just to add a new model in halfway through, wouldn't it?
Even with that, I still couldn't win.
It makes the difference.
Hey, it doesn't matter who win or who lost. I'm saying that because I'm third. What an amazing game, though. It was so much fun. It took 1,000,000 hours, but it was incredible. What a laugh.
Did you have fun? There was much laughter.
I said earlier, it was an emotional roller coaster. I'll be honest, at the end of turn 2, I think it was, when I went third again or whatever, or fourth again afterwards, I was like, I can't see a way back from this. And then the Space Marines finally ran my way.
Yeah.
It
Was
was
it turn
interesting.
4? There was like 1 point in it or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was up and down. I was in the lead at one point. Monkey streaked ahead right at the start.
Yeah.
Then Stylus overtook people.
Yeah.
Given how much you two lost, as in Brack and Stylus, I'm genuinely shocked at how well you guys did in turn 3.
Yeah.
It was good. Shocked in a good way.
Thank you.
I like the fact that a lone cultist survived the apocalypse.
Yeah.
From the creations of Bile, he's going to run off
He
and
needs
tell.
a name.
Yeah.
Dragging the cloned body of his master over his shoulder.
Yeah.
We will rebuild him. He'll come back.
So in the Maelstrom, in the Cicatrix Maledictum, while it ripped itself across the galaxy, confusion, distrust, and confusion was sown. 4 armies came to this place. 1 cultist survived. And 1 person was crowned victorious. The winner of Hobbypocalypse Season 1 is Sultan. And there's only one thing that we can say to that.
Until next time. We ride!